Yeah, it's about the color saturation because you'll get some good monitors or some monitors, but the color is off and it just doesn't. The colors doesn't pop. Kind of look washed out, and I'm the type of person I hate tinkering with the settings. I just
Yeah.
want that shit to out the box, calibrated and everything, and and rock and roll.
Ready to roll, yeah. Yeah, no, that when I just saw it did not have HDR on it. So let me see if I can find one with HDR. Now the end zone.
Grand opening, grand closing.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Professor,
What's going on?
Professor
Yo, we
Matt.
live. We was spying on y'all. The whole chat was spying on
shit.
y'all. They was spying on
man.
y'all. They infiltrated the network.
Hey,
You know what
y'all
I'm
chose the
saying?
wrong dudes to spy on. Y'all never know what we gonna say.
What's up, my brothers, man? What's going on? Woo! I'm glad y'all were able to make it around. Damn, today is good, man. I thought today was gonna be a shitty, like a podcast day. I'm like, we ain't got shit to talk about. I'm gonna have to do some fake news.
I know, right? We have to go out. You have to go out there and do some post stuff. Huh?
I'm gonna have to make up shit. I'm gonna have to like start PlayStation tax or something, right? And stuff like that. I'm gonna have to make up some shit because I'm like, damn, what the hell we gonna talk about? But boy, God heard my calling. He'd be like, yo, Puerto, I got you. You're like, he's like Jesus was like, yo, whispering in my dreams. He's like, hey yo, you know how they say Jim Ryan was fired? I'm like, yeah. Shh, I got something for you. I'm like, oh cool. Hey, I got something for you, right? Yo. These Starfield reviews got people so triggered that even Bethesda community support ain't even liking what's going on. I'm like, oh man, stall them out. Jesus, what more you got? He's like, listen, since you believed in me for so long, I got you. I'm like,
Facts.
then I try to hit him up for the lotto numbers. He's like, whoa, that's not for you. That's not for you. I'm like, never? Not gonna happen.
Nah. Yeah, you don't want those problems.
He's like, nope. Oh man, but anyway, man, what's going on, man, my brothers? What's going on? Hey, how y'all two doing, man? How's everything? We gotta get Extreme up in here. Somebody tag Extreme. I know he's been waiting for this.
He gonna come in as usual.
He's having his chamomile tea, whatever the hell they do in Australia. He's enjoying his summer.
He got his robe on, his house slippers, his smoking jacket. He good.
This monitor is HDR. Darn it.
Yeah. Puerto Rock. Before you came, we was talking about the Black Friday deals and the Cyber Monday deals. Seeing if did you purchase anything or did you see anything that kind of caught your attention?
In fact, I can show you better than I can tell you.
Okay, that's what's up.
Uh-oh, somebody got something. Well, I opened up my PS5 Slim and it's got ray tracing on the PS5 Slim. So,
yes. Is it on the chip?
Well, it's on.
Does it have 8K? Does it have 8K on the chip?
Yeah, it does say 8K. That's what I was told, and it's something else. I can't load all my games for some reason. I can't get in touch with Sony to help me get my other account. So,
y'all ready for this?
Yeah.
Let's go, man.
All right, hold on. Let me enlarge the camera.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So everybody, so see, I took up the whole screen right now. Right?
There you go.
So what I got.
When I pull out no Xbox potato.
Now, what I paid for was $425. What I'm about to show you, $425.
Okay.
You ready?
Let's go.
Hey, yo, chat, y'all ready? Hey, yo, chat. Hit the like button if y'all ready to see what I'm going to show y'all. Give me 50 likes. Damn, I have to bribe these guys for likes. You know, I don't bribe for money, but damn, they got me out here hustling for likes. Like, damn.
You know these dudes. They'll rather give you super chats before they give you likes, man. That's crazy.
Well, I said it was $425. I paid it was like $420 and change, right?
Yeah.
Give me at least 50 likes, and I'm gonna show you what I got for $420 something. Come on, 50. There's 40 likes already. 10 more people don't give a shit.
Come on, y'all.
Like, god damn, they're like, we don't give a fuck. Man, they're like, shut the F up and talk about these topics. You know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to hear what you spent. That's one thing I like about my chat. They not pocket watchers. They don't give a shit what I bought. Hey, we don't give it. All right, so I got my 50 likes. You ready?
There you go.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's see. Oh, he got it. He got it. My brother got the VR too. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Did you see the price though?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How much this thing cost?
It normally be about $600, $650 with tax. My man got that shit fell off of the back of the train, huh, Puerto Rock? How you get it for $425, brother?
I got it from NATO Jones in the swap. I got that shit from NATO Jones. NATO Jones hooked me up. Man, say I went up to Crenshaw. Remember, I'm in California.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I went to NATO Jones. I got this from NATO Jones.
My brother went to the swap meet. He got him a deal. Hook up.
I got this NATO Jones. You know what I'm saying? $4.25 and an ounce of weed. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, shout out to Dez in the chat. He talking about that's the PlayStation tax right there. You got to give one.
Yeah. Hey, that's a steal. I ain't gonna lie. He got the bundle, everything. Damn. And that's I bought mine for like $5.99. Like,
yo, J-Dub, like, what the hell? Yo, yeah. You gotta meet up with NATO Jones.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, I'm gonna need your Puerto Rock. I'm gonna need your plug. I'm gonna need
your plug, man. You don't know who NATO Jones is?
Oh man, salute to you, man. Hey, that's a hell of a deal, man.
Oh
that's
shit!
Hell of a deal. God damn.
Shit! Oh yeah. So tell me that's not dope. I told you, man. I'm big in VR, and I finally got it, boy. Oh man, I'm gonna play. Oh, I'm gonna go all out. Oh my god.
Hey, you okay, Puerto Rock? All I ask, right? You don't have to do an unboxing. You can.
Oh, okay.
But I want you to do a review based on the number of games that you try and stuff like that. Just
no. I thought you were gonna mention that I gotta play GT7. I was about to boot you off this podcast.
Oh shit!
You were about to get booted off. I was about ejecto, cuz. He's like, I ain't gonna waste my time. Look, the chat is. He says now just need people to get GT7.
Listen,
I gotta lose all my subscribers. I gotta start with one subscriber.
This dude hate cars. He hate driving. He hate automobiles.
I don't even like driving. Listen. If I was rich, I would have a personal driver just so I ain't gotta do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I gotta get me a Tesla self-driving car. So I gotta stop.
Yeah.
Give Tesla the ticket for speeding.
$100.
Yeah.
I told you, Craig. He won. That's a fucking steal.
Yeah, that's a steal.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Even if you get the base,
base model can't even get that low.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. God damn.
That's why I said I could show you better than I can tell you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man. Congrats.
Thank you.
Salute, man.
Hey,
that brings me to a good point, man. Listen, I was on a show yesterday.
Wait, before we start talking, I just want to do a sound check with the chat. You know what I'm saying? Hey, chat. Hey, can you give us a sound check? Can you let us know? You know, first I'll start with me. How do I sound? Do I sound crispy, too low, too high? Do I sound like a maniac? You know what I'm saying? We'll go down the line. You know what I'm saying? Cause I did not the last video, but the video before, for whatever reason, when I did that Destin Legary video, that shit was an echo. But the funny part is, the main source of the video was fine. Something happened during the upload. All right, cool. Okay. Hey, J Dub, sing a little song.
1, 2, 3. Absolutely, Xbox is dog shit. Y'all know I came here to make this anti-Xbox podcast as usual. All right.
How he sound? How J Dub sound?
They say I'm good.
Okay. Hey, top flight security of the world, Craig.
Hey,
say something,
everybody. I'm here still looking at some deals. So I'm shopping. But certainly shout out to everybody that's here. Shout out to the panel. Shout out to the chat. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure Puerto Rock plays.
They say he sounds low, but I got you maxed out.
Oh, okay. Here, let me turn this up.
Maybe a little bit higher.
Yeah, well, I'm on. I was all the way down to 40%. So
Go to 60.
yeah, I went to 60. So there we go.
I mean, try 80. You really have.
Try 80. Go 80 then.
Yeah.
80? All right,
Go.
80 it is.
I'll go 100, dog.
Yeah, good. Yeah, we want to hear.
Yeah, go 100 and I could lower you if it gets worse.
Oh, I know what's wrong. I gotta put my headset on. I don't have my headset on.
His mic is in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I know what's wrong. That mic in the kitchen. I'm in the living room. Yo, Extreme's already. So how about Extreme? Go ahead, Extreme. Do your listen. No, do your listen. I gave the game a pregnant pause, and it's absolute garbage. And I don't play garbage. Okay.
There you go. I told you. Apparently, we didn't even need the first trimester to be over.
No, you did it.
We all figured it out.
You did it.
We all figured it out.
You did. You didn't even get the chance to grow a heartbeat.
We can abort that baby right now.
Not even like that. You can legally abort that baby anywhere in the world, and it's legal. Like Jesus Christ. You know, oh snap! But I'm still gonna cap and lie when I play it.
You see the reaction? Jesus.
Oh yeah, like you know that shit was funny, bro. Like, did you play it? He's like, I don't play garbage. Oh wow, that was funny, man. But hey, man, I'm glad we're doing the show. I'm glad everybody's up in here. We get to talk about it. Hey, I'm glad. Hey, for the viewers that's been enjoying the content I've been pushing, I'm glad you've been enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? Do more videos. I didn't realize. You know what's funny? So this was funny. So I look at the videos for YouTube. I try to just learn about what captures an audience. If you're doing it right, things like that, whatever. And for a while, like most of the videos, they talked about, keeping consistency, but doing it the same day. So like, for example, I was following the algorithm, or really the advice of, obviously the podcast, keep it consistent. But then if you only do one video, do that one video and then just leave it. So that way people know whatever. Right. And I've been following it. Yep. But then over the last 2 weeks, because there was so many topics and I didn't want to do videos that are like 2 hours long, I said, let me break it up. And I said, fine, I'll just do 3-4 videos during the week. But the community and the subscribers are responding more to that than to just one video. And I'm like, yo, these dudes are greedy. These dudes are greedy. You are some greedy, gluttonous bastards. They want to eat. I'm like, holy shit, because I thought that I would what's the best way to put it? Kind of like I didn't want to wear you guys out. Like, oh my god, this motherfucker's just writing dumb shit now. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, wear it out. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to overdo it. But you guys are insatiable, bro. You guys just don't stop eating. As soon as I'm done with the last video, where's the next one? I'm like, bro, I just uploaded this one.
Oh, now you feel like Naughty Dog, huh?
They're like, yo, you getting lazy, dog. You getting lazy. You haven't released a video in the past 3 minutes. I'm like, yo.
You know what it is like to be a Naughty Dog, huh? You release content. Soon as they finish it, they're like, where's the next one? What's the next one? You're getting lazy. Can we get a remake? Can we get a remake? Can we get a remaster?
I'm just saying. You know what I'll do? I'll take one of my older videos and remaster it in 4K and publish it.
Exactly. Just I did it with better audio this time. Better audio mix.
That's it. put it with Dolby.
Exactly, Dolby Vision, Dolby Audio, just
Dolby Vision and HDR,
slightly crispier.
That's it. For that full effect.
You can call it the Naughty Dog treatment.
Yeah. Oh shit, we got the brain up in here. What's going on, my brother?
Yo, I'm doing well. What's going on with y'all?
Oh, excellent. Gonna check out the levels for you. It seems like you sounding good too. All right, so we in here. The family's in here. We're doing our thing. So I'm gonna start off. I'll start off with the American audience. Hey, J-Dub, how was your Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving was great, man. Thanksgiving was great. Thanks for asking. Got a chance to rest, eat a lot of food. Go into my my itis mode and shut down and sleep. So I was good, man.
All right, good. I got to hear it. All right, you hooked up anything on Black Friday?
Not really. I'll tell you, I'll be honest. The only thing I did buy is a 4 terabyte SSD for $170. And and so my PS5 is looking lovely right about now with the storage. So.
Ooh, nice. All right, good.
But
I expected you to get the 8 terabyte.
I know, right?
I expected you to get the 8 terabyte.
I thought you had the exclusive 16 terabyte access.
Exactly.
You being 1%, you being part of the 1% in America, your shit should have 32 terabyte. You should be one of 5 people in this country with a 32 terabyte PS5.
Tell them you make it up in PlayStations. You have 7 of those motherfuckers.
Oh yeah.
4 terabytes each. You make it up.
That's true.
Yes, no, it's not. He making sure PlayStation stays number 1 at MPD.
Absolutely. But I did get a lot of time to play on my PlayStation Portal, and I've been loving it, man. Right now, that's
whoa, hold on. We can't have that here. You can't be happy while you purchase. Listen, I'm sorry. You need to play on Steam and watch basketball games. You need to get on the iPhone and split screen, do picture in picture, so you can watch, the Houston Rockets in a 1-inch picture in picture screen on your phone. That's what you need to do.
Damn right. That's how you play.
Shout out to IGN for actually getting on the airplane playing their PS Portal, because I was told by Xbox it couldn't be done.
No, that's Xbox tax. Fake news, Xbox tax, fake news. We don't believe that nonsense. Fake news.
Shout out to IGN for giving the PlayStation 5 a C grade. Now
that's legit news. Xbox B, PlayStation C. That's being honest. That's honest reporting right there. All right, brother. Hey, Messiah, man, how was your Thanksgiving out in Kentucky?
Well, family.
Did you shoot your turkey personally with a shotgun?
No, we deep fried it. It was good. It was good.
You didn't even kill it?
It was we deep fried it and we killed it
alive.
Yeah. So no, it was good. And I bought Oppenheimer. Got Guardians of the Galaxy, the 3rd edition. That completes that edition. So and I'm just getting up. Got the slim PS5. I got the Call of Duty one, so I got Call of Duty 3 on that bad boy. So I'm ready to roll. Or Modern Warfare 3, what you want to call it. But I'm looking for a monitor now. So the Xbox has been demoted. So I'm going to put it on a monitor and force it to do 1440p. So we're going to go ahead and get
that. Good to go.
But that's about it.
All right. We got Extreme from Down Under. He, on the other hand, is enjoying his summer. So how's your summer going?
Listen, it's actually today's going to be raining, so it's not bad. I prefer the cooler weather, so for me it's actually pretty good.
So you're not going to the beach, work on your tan?
I'm black.
He's like, I'm black. What do you expect? He's like, what more tan can I possibly get?
This tan is permanent. Thank you. Skin
know what I'm saying? Out there in Australia, do you have a similar Black Friday event? Is it Black Friday? Is it something different?
No, so we inherit a lot of your events. It's a very
well. Yeah, of course, we're America, so the world does what we do.
Yeah, but Australia. Really
I'm playing.
We have a 98% culture correlation. Like if you look at cultural studies of societies. So we actually inherit a lot of your things. And even people down here, they try to do Halloween. I put a big fuck off sign on my door, but
really? So they try, But Halloween's America, but it started in other areas, though, right? We just make it sexy. Like we just steal everything and then pretend it's our shit.
I mean, you guys did
like hamburger, right? Somehow hamburger became an American icon, even though. Like it's literally in the name where it came from.
But I feel like whenever
like Hamburg.
Whenever America takes something and then makes it their own, they just make it bigger. So
it's like everybody made it a hot line, but we made it into a hot song.
Wait until you guys like proper football. Like you guys are gonna be like up in the FIFA streets like nobody's business.
What's proper football? We got proper football.
No,
it's the NFL, baby. It's the
you guys
NFL,
have
baby.
your little hot potato thing that you throw. You know what? That's
Listen, listen. I'm not gonna argue that your version of football is the most popular global sport of the world. That is undeniable. That is
You know
undeniable.
what? Stop there.
That is no. But I was, but I would no. But I will say your sport has the biggest pussies in the world. Like literally, the biggest, and it's so bad that our basketball players are now becoming one of the biggest, not the biggest pussies, they're taking second. But soccer players or football players are the biggest pussy. Like, you just walk by.
Yeah, they fall down.
Like, they're having a heart attack. And I'm like, bro, the dude walked by you. Like, what is wrong with this? Like, what's happening here? While American football, like, we get fined for hitting guys too hard now. That's how rough these guys are. Like, flag on the play.
You guys wear armor suits. Okay,
Yes.
you wear little costumes, all right?
Yes.
To protect yourself. You can't talk about it.
Think about it.
Listen,
You
the AFL,
think about
Australia,
it.
the Australian Football League is garbage. But at least they play with that little costumes.
Think about it. Think about it. But think about it.
Hit each other.
No,
Or
but
like,
think about it.
What's the
But
other
think
one?
about
The
this.
New
Think
Zealand
about this.
football.
Think about this. I want
Oh
you,
my God.
and granted, this is insulting to the American education system, but because of those little tiny thin ass armors, they think, well, we think we're invincible. So we throw at each other 250 plus pounds, max speed, and collide into each other. And they wonder why we have head trauma and these guys are killing themselves simply after a few years of football. Because they think that little piece of armor is like, oh, with this armor? Cool. I could just run full force into this guy and I'm going to be perfectly fine. Like, no, dingy, you're not. You're going to be nuts in 5 years and you're going to blow your own head off because of it.
Yeah, except there are many other cultures that have something very similar to NFL without an army
Like
thing.
what? Like
So,
who? Like who? Like who? Like what?
What is it? What is it that the New Zealanders play? Like, is it NRL? I don't know. I don't know exactly what they call it, but it's pretty much the exact same thing. It's rugby. Yeah, rugby. Rugby is the same as football.
No,
just
you guys
without
do
the
not
stuff.
throw. You guys do not. I seen rugby games. Rugby games is rough, but because of the lack of armor, you know there's only so much you can do to go after a
Yeah,
person.
but real men don't play dress up. Okay.
Oh
Let's
man,
just
get
leave it
out!
as that.
Get out of here! You guys wear kilts. Hey, hey, the brain. What's going on, my brother? Man, how was your Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving for me was really good. As far as me personally, I try to stay away from it, but that's a whole different story.
You stay
But
away
as
from
far as,
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I try
Why?
to stay away from it. Yeah.
What
Well,
do
you
you mean
kind
try to
of
stay
hit the
away
nail
from
on the head as far as stealing things and making it our own. So again,
Oh man, you with the we killed the natives. Oh man, man, listen, brother,
What?
We're just
up, man?
listen. People in the world are just fucked up, So when you got
Hey,
when
that
you
don't
crack
mean
when
anything.
listen. When we got a couple of cracked eggs, we can't cry about it. We got to make an omelet.
yeah, give or take, but yeah.
Just make an omelet, brother, and we eat it.
genocide?
We eat it. You know what I'm saying? You know? You know what I'm saying? You know? You know what I'm saying? Listen, we're fucked up. Listen, humanity's fucked up. Sooner or later, Jesus coming back and he says, you guys are done. But until then, eat that turkey, bro. Eat that turkey. Eat that turkey. Drink that eggnog. Get fucked up.
This guy just justified genocide of people and cultures.
Listen,
It's like,
man, what are we gonna do, bro? Listen,
what are we gonna do?
listen. I'm telling you, we're gonna pay. Listen, we're gonna pay the price one way or another. That day is coming. Until that day is coming, I'm gonna eat my roast pork.
Oh, there you go.
That's what it is, And listen, it's not like I'm talking shit. I'm Puerto Rican, My family, my ancestors were slaves too. The Taino Indians got slaves too. Hell, Spain owned Puerto Rico's ass, and then it went from Puerto Rico to America. Puerto Rico knows nothing but being colonized. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it allowed my brother to come to this country for free. I get to eat food. I get to hang out with y'all. Don't worry. Jesus will take care of us. He'll sort all this out. He'll let us know who's fucked up and who isn't. Until then, eat, drink, and keep on gaming. Because where we're going, there may not be a PlayStation. Your hell might be a room stuck with Xbox.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh man, they're gonna be mad. Them bots gonna be mad at you.
Oh shit, you know what I'm saying? That might be your punishment. You know, you stuck with an Xbox. You know, and the only podcast you get to listen to is We Bleed Green. That's it.
Oh man, really hell.
Man, that's an L podcast.
Shout out to We Bleed Green. I'm bucking up. Shout out to them, dude. Shout out to Gritty and Shane and them. The chat is like, fuck, I gotta repent. Some of y'all be like, listen, I'm atheist, but I can't take the chance. I believe in God. I can't take that chance. People gonna be like, I hit the I believe. You know, I can't take that chance. That's just too much of risk to be atheist. All right. Anyway, hey, let's get going. Let's start out with the first topic. I'm gonna move this over to the screen. Right? So apparently, I don't think I ever heard of this. And as much as these Xbox concubines swear that this is normal, I never heard a situation where an actual community support are actually battling, going toe to toe with people who leave negative reviews. So right here from Juicehead, right? And everybody's thinking, who's Juicehead? I'm like, I had no idea, but Juicehead has 16,000 followers, has a YouTube channel. He just posts random stuff, right? So, I guess, definitely not a council warrior, because if he was, I would know about it, because I am the commander-in-chief of this, so I know all players in the game. But he put, Bethesda is responding to negative Starfield reviews on Steam. Absolutely bizarre, if you ask me, and despite media attention, this hasn't stopped. The last response is from today, and he showed an image, and one of the quotes is, while there may be loading screens in between fast traveling, just consider the amount of data for the expansive gameplay that is procedurally generated to load flawlessly in under 3 seconds. We believe that shortcoming will not hinder our players from getting lost in the world we created. What else he said? We are sorry that you did not like landing on different planets and are finding many of them empty. Some of Starfield's planets are meant to be empty by design, but that's not boring. When the astronauts went to the moon, there was nothing there. They certainly weren't bored.
Man.
Well, their job was just to go up there and land and explore and come back.
How the hell are they comparing Starfield to the fucking moon landing? That doesn't even make any fucking sense.
And not only that,
half of these people don't even believe the moon landing happened, so I don't even know why they would use that.
And not only that, they had a rover on the moon. I don't have that in Starfield. I mean, there's no rover. I've always said that's the that game is that the moon landing. They had a rover. It's called a moon buggy. It had Goodyear tires on it, and I don't have that in Starfield.
That motherfucker talking about Goodyear tires.
That's the part that killed me. I'm like, this motherfucker mentioned the tire manufacturer.
Yeah, I mean,
who made the steering column? Who made the steering column?
Oh my god!
The planet being empty.
Yo! These guys literally compared one of mankind's triumphant achievement with playing Starfield. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Neil Armstrong was not bored because he flew to the moon. Yeah. He's literally not on Earth. He's literally miles away. So, let me put it to you this way. I promise you, to use this comparison, if Call of Duty was anything near like what I do in my real job, you guys will not like Call of Duty. You will not like Call of Duty. If you actually ended up experiencing real war, you will not be purposely playing that game because real war sucks. So you will not like Call of Duty. The reason why you like Call of Duty, because it's a game. It's just bullshit. You hit square to respawn. No one's really dying or going through trauma. Right? You're not really exploring shit in Starfield. It's a video game. These dudes are wildin'. The intention of Starfield's exploration is to evoke a feeling of smallness in players and make you feel overwhelmed. You can continue to explore and find worlds that do have resources you need or hidden out. Oh my god. Bro, we're gamers. We played the role of gods that destroyed Mount Olympus. We were a Spartan soldier that took on alien races. We played Knack. Nothing can overwhelm us. What the fuck? What the hell you mean overwhelm us, bro? The only thing that you can overwhelm us with is boredom. That's overwhelming. Oh shit! Shout out to Just Wait. He said the same thing. Overwhelmed by boredom. Yo, this is crazy. So yo, I'm gonna start from the top with Craig. Yo, what is going on, Craig? Like, is like
if that's a real Bethesda account, I'm really surprised.
Not account. It's Bethesda customer support. Shouldn't they be talking to people who are locked out of their games or some shit?
Yeah, it's just I mean, when you look at the PC side of this, and this is for the people who are playing this on PC, and they know what I'm about to say, which is that they are bleeding customers off of this game. Now, like I said this last week, the Star Citizen is now playable. Like, you can actually physically play the game, land on planets, fly off of planets, explore planets on foot or by buggy, and collect different things and go to different systems. So I think that's part of the problem. And another thing is that me and J-Dub played this. I knew the game. The game for me is okay. It has processes in it that I like, but when the first 10 minutes, when you run into a gravity well and the rocks are floating, but you don't float within the gravity well, I'm like, all right, this is already kind of like, I don't mind the planets being empty because they already said that. They said that before the game launched, that we went to NASA and NASA said maybe 10% of planets have life. So, okay, fine. That's kind of the model they went with. I don't mind that. But it gets to a point where you get to those planets, you get to those worlds, whatever, and there's just nothing going on. Not even a funky song. Not the weather doesn't change a whole lot. There's it's just it's missing some of that stuff that people are starting to complain about, and especially on PC, they're wanting to mod it so they can have different things to do, and that's what you're seeing is just a bleed off of players. I think that's why they answered it with their real accounts. It's like, I think it's in trouble. It is in trouble as far as the bleed off of players, and that is coming from like Obsidian Art, and these guys have 60,000-70,000 subs. These guys have huge channels, and they do all kind of flight sim stuff, from Microsoft Flight Sim to Starfield to things like that. And it's unfortunate that the game was never able to come out and be what it is, and it got caught up in all this bullshit from their fanboys saying it's game of the generation, it created Oxygen, it's the best game ever. It's just it's okay. It's just an okay game. It's not bad.
Yo, so Upper Room hooked me up with the link with the images. These are AI generated replies. They're not even authentic. So let me see if I can make sure you guys can see. I know you guys can't read it, but right over here,
yeah, we can see it.
It says starting from right here where I have this arrow. It says right here, Starfield is an RPG with hundreds of hours of quests to complete and characters to meet. So this spot right here, all the way down, is the same reply here in IGN. All the way down. Like literally word for word. So they're using OpenAI, they're using ChatGPT for this shit. They're not even authentic. They're not even the community support's not even more authentic. They're out here using ChatGPT to damage control. Yo, Jada, what the fuck is going on? What are we doing here?
Typical Microsoft, man. I mean, it's typical Xbox. The game of the generation. I mean, what else can I say, man? It's the game of the generation. They asked for it. This is what they get. This game was supposed to be hundreds and thousands of hours, while Spider-Man is 5 hour one and done. DLC. Yeah. And this is just a result of 20 years worth of work that apparently it took to make this goddamn game. According to Todd Howard, it took 20 years in the making. This is what you get. Microsoft 20 years, and this is what you get.
It's disappointing that, go ahead, J-Dub.
It's already on Eurogamer, so that's Xbox tax.
Yeah, I can't.
Xbox tax.
I can't. I mean, there's not really anything I can say, man. This was the game that they wanted it or they needed it to be, and the gamers spoke. And when you see it's shedding numbers of the people that's playing it, it's I don't know, man. On to the next one. They'll kick the kid out of the road. We see people saying, "Oh, wait till 2024." You know.
This Xbox community. Listen, Xbox community. I'm gonna help you guys out here. Please, for the love of God, for everything that is good in life, do not overhype Hellblade. Please do not even mention God of War. Do not mention Horizon Forbidden Dawn. Just don't mention anything PlayStation as we get closer to Hellblade. Just simply say Ninja Theory is a pretty good dev. They did a good job with the first one. Hopefully they can improve and make the second one better. Compare the second one with the first one, and just that's it. Do not say they can step up and be on Santa Monica level. Let the game speak for itself. If the game comes out banging to where people be like, man, this shit's like on the level of God of War because it's naturally done it itself, then let it naturally do that. Don't inject shit. Just don't. Just, if you're going to inject anything, inject how the sequel ends up being compared to the first one. And that's it. Just stay in that realm. Don't compare it to nothing else. Just, did the series improve? Did it get better? Did Ninja Theory evolve? And then just let the chips fall where they may. Let it naturally do what it do. That's it. Please. Don't overhype it. Don't say God of War killer. Just game of the year. Just don't do none of that. Just compare it to the first. That's all you got to do. Did Ninja Theory get better under Microsoft? Did more money help? Did they make a bigger, better game than the first? That's all you have to do. That's all you have. Don't say it's going to be a system seller. Don't say none of that shit. Just simply have a conversation of that you hope this game is better than the first. That's all you got to do. And you'll be fine. You will be fine if you stay in that lane. You will be perfectly fine. But they're not going to do it, bro. J-Dub he's spot on. They're going to kick the can, and Hellblade's next. Yep. And if not Hellblade, Fable. If not Fable, fucking Clockwork, whatever. You know, Disavow. They're just going to keep picking a game and force that game to be the end-all be-all. Instead of just let it naturally happen. Just let it naturally happen. Right? A great game is going to show its true colors, right? Nobody forced Baldur's Gate 3 to be the big thing. It just ended up that way. People played it, people saw it, and people were like, holy shit. Boom. Mm-hmm. You know. What you think about you always been a big advocate of saying, you know, Starfield is dog shit, right? There's no like that. Shit. Okay. But how about would you think that the community, the support community, who should be more focusing on the issues and problems people tangibly have with Starfield, like, hey, my game's being corrupted, or it doesn't work on this setup, or, you know, the licensing expired and I bought the game, so I can't play, you know, things like that, right? Instead, they're out there going after people who have negative reviews and trying to convince them, no, your negative review is wrong. You need to look at it this way. What's going on? What do you think about that?
Hey, listen. First of all, I'm not going to accept any flowers from you guys until the 6th of June 2024. I told you I would give you the 9 months, and God damn it, I'm a man of my word. Now that you guys are all seeing this shit is trash, you're all trying to give me my flowers ahead of time, but you're going to have to wait in line because I'm not accepting anything until we get there, okay? You guys are going to learn this game is trash, okay? Because apparently you needed to. So you're going to learn this lesson. This will be a 9-month-long teachable moment. When a manual says a game is garbage, you best expect it to be garbage. Okay? There you go. Because I can tell. Yes, I can do that. From the trailer. Wait for it. I will accept my flowers on June 7th. Thank you.
When the baby should have been born.
When the baby's born, then the baby's born. That's when we're gonna celebrate it. You're gonna find out the gender of that baby after it comes out. Okay, none of this high medicine, high science, none of it. You're gonna be surprised. You better be buying green. You better buy green stuff until you know whether it's a boy or a girl. Game's garbage.
Check out, hey, look at this Twitter user. Don't know about you guys, but when I eat something and it tastes foul to me, I love nothing more than being told that my taste buds are wrong and to keep eating it. Didn't work when I was a kid. Doesn't work now with computer games.
He's eating it wrong. He's eating it wrong. He should have microwaved it, or he should have souffled it, or he should have sous vide'd it, or he should have steamed it, or he should have fried it, or he should have air fried it. Or you should have oven roasted it, or pan fried it. There's so many ways in which you should have the same garbage and keep trying it over and over until he finds one that is palatable to him, so that he can say the biggest cop out I've ever heard. Starfield is a good game, but it's not that great. Shut the fuck up. It's not a good game. It's garbage. People are like, oh, I played it for the first 15 hours. I hated it. But then I started doing the Vanguard quest. You can tell because they always go to that. I did the Vanguard quest line, and it was kind of all right. Shut the fuck up. It's garbage. Okay. Anyways, answering the question. Why wouldn't they do it, P-Walk? Why wouldn't they? We all know the game's garbage. We can all start to see now because apparently people needed a 2-month head start, but hey, there it is. Okay? So why wouldn't they? Why would they do support things? Listen, this is from the same community that says that bugs are part of the game anyway. So this community support isn't there to help you with bugs. That's the Bethesda charm. It's part of the package. The fact that you are having a game-breaking bug that requires you to talk to customer support means you are having the intended experience. Okay, so there you go. So what they have to do and support is go after the people that are not having the intended experience, and those people are the ones that actually have standards. You see, to play a Bethesda game, you need to let go of your standards. That's it. Remember that my biggest complaint in terms of the community was that for Bethesda games, they will only compare it against other Bethesda games, and they will throw a fit whenever you compare it to any of his contemporaries. So now, all of these people are bringing these standards that they have from a Baldur's Gate 3, all these standards they have from a Mass Effect, all these standards they have from a Horizon, all these standards they have from any other good game, and then they're trying to play this Bethesda game with those standards applied. And what these guys need to say, I would just say remove your standards. I don't know why they're using AI for it. They should just tell the truth. They should remove the standards they have as gamers so that they can enjoy this pile of garbage, because that's what Bethesda always serves you. The best games about Bethesda are made from Bethesda. The Dishonored, the Dooms, all of the Arcane games. They don't come from Bethesda themselves. Skyrim came from Bethesda. That was garbage. Starfield is even more garbage.
No, Skyrim is awesome. You're going too far. You're going too far. You're going too far.
The only difference between Starfield and Skyrim is that you guys finally have had better. Because the thing is, Skyrim had first movers advantage. They were the first to break the mold. Therefore, you didn't really know what was up from down. You were like, wow, this is amazing. Look at this world. You see that mountain? I can go there. They were the first to do that in a really big way. So they got the first movers advantage. They served you garbage, but you didn't know no better. But now, unfortunately, here you are.
No.
Hey, you know what?
So I'm gonna give you the key differences. I'm gonna give you the key No, I'm gonna give you
again. Starting from the beginning.
Listen, I can tell you the key differences. I can tell you because I talked to Bethesda guys, and guys who play Bethesda. This is the big thing about Starfield, right? The big thing is Skyrim has shit to do. Like when you walk somewhere, something's going to happen. Whether it's a quest line, like the Dark Brotherhood, you don't do nothing. They're saying with Starfield, you go somewhere and nothing happens. So what do you do?
But you see the problem.
The problem is hold up, but what I'm trying to say is Skyrim and Starfield so far are worlds apart. Right? Because Skyrim is literally a crafted single player with shit to do. It seems like Starfield isn't a well-crafted single-player experience. Some people say they're not sure. Like some of the guys, I'm talking about guys who are serious, not the Twitter guys, guys I talk to, whatever. They're not sure what Starfield really is. because they said it's not. They said it's not Skyrim. They said not even close, and it's not Fallout. They said you try to use those mechanics, but it isn't that, because Skyrim, Fallout, they are a single player driven game, single player driven experience. You don't get bored, you don't get lost, you don't, even though no, you don't really get lost, because you could walk in a direction and you're gonna run into something, and that triggers a storyline. They say here you could go to you could go on a planet and nothing happens. Like there's nothing, like literally, like you did this traveling, you're there and you're like, why am I here? And that's not on Bethesda. Like something should happen, and that's why people are like, fuck this game. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like build a colony and like do something? Skyrim's not like that. Skyrim, or Fallout or Oblivion, everything's a story. You're gonna do something somewhere. You're gonna trigger a storyline. You're gonna trigger adventure. You just not show up somewhere and like nothing happens, and everybody's just looking at you, and you're wondering, okay.
Allow me to rebuttal there. Okay. Mm-hmm. Number one here is this. Okay. I will not talk about Oblivion. I haven't even looked into it. Okay.
No.
Skyrim
Oblivion's
is garbage because the things you are doing are garbage. Okay. Like what? I just want you to know that. Now, if it offends you guys, I will say it is mediocre. Okay, I'll upgrade it.
No, not offense, but what is garbage about Skyrim? Like Starfield, from the complaints I have, like literally, if I go to a world, I do nothing, then I could be like, damn, I'm doing nothing.
Let me answer you.
All right. Okay.
The reason that Skyrim is garbage is Bethesda's game design that puts the player first, and let me explain what I mean by that.
Okay.
In Skyrim, the game is designed so that nothing is ever taken away from you. You can become the head of all the factions in the games. None of your decisions actually lock away content, because they don't actually want you to make hard decisions. They don't actually want a world that is realistic and reacts to your actions. No, they just want to make a world that caters to the player and caters to the gamer. So they create these boring dollar quests and these boring dollars decisions. Like, if you look at the main quest of Skyrim, it pretty much stops as soon as you fight the dragon the first time. Like, after that, none of your actions matter, because the world doesn't react to you. You can go put a bucket over someone's head, and then somehow that stops them from hearing you steal. And people are like, oh, that's so funny. It's not funny. It completely breaks the realism or the immersion of the game. Skyrim doesn't want to punish you ever for any action that you take. That's what makes it garbage. They want to create these grand, lofty ideas. They play around with like this political football, but they never actually want to give you any particular message, because they don't want to commit to saying, like, okay, we have a position on something.
That's not true.
That's literally what Skyrim does.
That's not true.
That is.
I'll give you one instance.
Can you become the head of like competing factions? Like, you are literally the head of different competing factions, and you can just be that anywhere in the world.
Not in Skyrim, but I think in Fallout you can. In Fallout you can.
Well, there you
go. Fallout was made. But I'm gonna give you an example of a consequence. So there's a consequence because there's two factions, right? One is like if I remember, and forgive me for the names, but there's a group of old guys that actually respect dragons, and they teach you the art of the dragon, right? But they have, that I forgot that one dragon's name. He's like the one that was second in charge of the war against humans and dragons. So he killed a lot of humans, right? What's his name? Who?
It begins with a P. I can't pronounce.
Yeah, I forgot his name. Anyway, there's an ancient dragon that survived the war, and this faction, whatever, these old wizards that that love dragon lore. He's still alive with them. But then you have the anti-dragon faction, right? And you have to make a choice. You either fight the dragon and kill him, or you let him live. But whatever choice you make is gonna lock you out from one of those two factions. If you let the dragon live, then the other faction's like, then you're not really committed to killing dragons that are inherently a danger to us, so we're no longer messing with you. And that's it. You can't do none of their quest lines, and it's over. But you're good with this faction. If you do kill the punishment is you no longer get access to whatever they were going to teach you. So there's certain things, certain items.
But that's not punishing the player. That's not actual punishment.
What do you mean by punishment?
That's not punishment. Like,
what do you mean by punishment?
They actually chase after you, and you then go and fight them and eradicate them. That would be cool. That would be something like a consequence. This is just saying, okay, we're just going to look at this quest line. That's not realistic in the game. If there's a faction that is dedicated to eradicating the dragon, right? Yeah. And then you go against them, why shouldn't they go against you?
Yeah, but I think you're nitpicking now. I think that's nitpicking. No, because what? Because all right. So let's say if they go after you, then what? You're just gonna kill them instantly.
Yeah, kill them all. Like you literally have to go.
So the other thousands of people you killed don't matter. You just want to kill that one faction, and the whole game sucks. What?
If we have multiple enemies, and then kill you, you have to deal with the fact that okay, I chose a dragon over other people that are like me. I literally decided to kill men, women, and children because I decided to take this what is it, ideological stance. That would actually be something where it's immersive. But no, it's a game. It's a Bethesda game. They never want to challenge you. You are never challenged in a Bethesda game.
Well, Bethesda game. If you want to argue, if you want to argue the game isn't hard, yeah, that's pretty easy. That's an easy thing. But that doesn't make the game bad.
Committing to anything, it doesn't commit. All it does is just gives you a playground, and then it pretends that you have choices. But then those choices not having consequences means that there are no choices at all. They are just different paths that you happen to take.
Okay, so let me ask you this: do you think Horizon Zero Dawn sucks?
No. There's only one path in Horizon. You don't get to make a choice.
There's choices, but none of them matter. Like it literally does nothing. Like I know it's one, but that's what makes the game weird, because you talk to certain people and they give you a choice to do something, but it doesn't really matter. Like why even have it at all?
What choice? You
what I'm saying. I can't remember because I know in the conversation I'll get back to it and I'll show you that there's certain choices that do nothing, but it's just there. Like, in fact, not only do you have choices, they have the heart choice, the brain choice, and like the emotional choice. They literally categorize it. Yeah, but it doesn't. But it, yeah, but listen, it doesn't do nothing for the character. Like if I pick the heart choice for Aloy, does nothing. Yeah. If I pick the brain choice for Aloy, she's still Aloy. If I pick the rational choice. Like it doesn't change her. It doesn't change who she is. So why do that? So why did you do that? Let me put it this way: using your logic. If J-Dub picks the hard choice for his playthrough, and I pick the brain choice, and whatever the third choice is, so me, Craig, and J-Dub, we pick different choices, but we keep it consistent. J-Dub always picks the hard choice. I always pick the brain choice or whatever, and Craig picks the third choice. But it's the same character. Then what's the point of the choices? Nothing did. It did what?
I would agree with you that is completely like I wish it would take that out. But here's the thing: those are not.
But does that make the game bad though?
Elo's response was always going to be the same. The only thing is that you choose the delivery of that response. The only difference that they've ever made is whether you kiss the girl or not. That's literally the only time that it's actually had an impact. Otherwise, she had always made her decision, and you were just always just going to choose which way she delivered her response. But that's completely different from saying like, are we going to side on the side of, let's say, Hephaestus versus humanity, or are we not going to rebuild Gaia? That's world-altering choices. That's what I'm talking about with Skyrim. I'm not talking about whether you decide to like let some NPC talk to you badly or not. I'm talking about you are making a choice that should affect the world. The world should reflect that, and then the world should fight against you because of the choices that you've made. That's immersive gameplay. So either present the choice.
The world altering choice will always be fighting the final boss. That's always going to be the world altering choice. Everything else is just. So what I mean, so like for the Skyrim, right? The world altering choice is you defeating the last dragon. That's the end of choice. Those little instances with factions, those are just little side decisions. It's just gonna say, hey, during your adventure, during your adventure, you sided with the wizards, which resulted in a dragon being surviving, and you learn these skill sets. These people are now.
Let me put it this way: what if you chose in Skyrim not to fight the final dragon? You're like, you know what, fuck it, I believe in the dragon's pledge, whatever it is. And then, as you go to Whiterun your next time, you literally see him attack the entire town and just burn it to the ground. And then at that point, you have the opportunity to either fight him then and there or let him go again. And then every single time you go to a major settlement, you went there and then he will come in and he would attack. And every time you'll be presented with that choice. Do I fight him now? Has he gone too far? Or do I still believe in the dragon? You see, that would be the world reacting to
but what game does that? No game does that.
That's the option they present in front of you. They're like, hey,
you're characterizing Sky. No, Skyrim, you're gonna fight the dragon. That's literally the last boss. You don't get a choice in that.
They don't say, you know what, you can walk away. And you know what, if they did say that, and then I do walk away, I expect the world to go to shit. I will be like, well, where is it? Where is the things getting worse? You see, Horizon is a terrible choice for your argument because it doesn't give you any world-altering choices. It literally just gives you, hey, like in the first game, you get like 4 instances where you make those choices. So it's not even a big deal. But it's just about how do you deliver a response, because Aloy is a written character and she's a set character. She's like God of War. Kratos is Kratos. You could choose the hard choice for Kratos, but he's still going to make his decision. You're never going to choose whether Kratos walks away from his son.
Yeah, but same thing with Skyrim. You were always going to fight the last dragon. That was not a choice. That was not a choice for you. You will fight and end this in this way.
But you're just the one that said it was a choice. You literally said the whole ultimate
No. You confused the two dragons. I was talking about a specific side quest that gave you a choice, and it will lock you out of a guy quest.
Specific side quest goes around and destroy shit.
That would be cool. He didn't though. That wasn't his purpose. Because the dragon. See, did you play Skyrim? That dragon saw the error of his way. So the situation in this side quest was this: you already was doing missions. You were doing missions for the anti-dragon guys. You were doing missions for the dragon guys, right? And you were building yourself power, and you gained whatever. But now you came to a crossroad. The anti-dragon guys, I forgot their name. Maybe the chat could say they learned that one dragon was still alive. Right now, what you learned about this dragon while you were working with him. Yes, the dragon was part of the war. Yes, he was like the second lieutenant. But he learned the errors of his ways. He realized things was wrong. And during the game, he was helping you, training you to fight the big boss. Because he realized this is wrong. So he's trying to make amends. Okay? He's no longer in this war. He no longer agrees with the ideology. Parthax, that's his name. Right? Parthax gave you abilities to help fight. So this dragon is teaching you and telling you the ways so you can save humanity. But for this other group, they're like, nah, he needs to pay for the sins that he paid in the past. So now, once you activate that quest and you go to Parthax, you have a choice. You can kill him, to which he'll let you kill him. If I remember, I don't think you even fight him, right? Or you let him live. But depending on that choice, 2 groups are going to go against you. One group is going to say, hey, since you chose to let him live, and they even tell you, because of what you've done so far, and we know you're going to continue, and we know you have to fight the big boss, we're going to, they're going to leave you alone. But they're not fucking with you no more. They're no longer going to help you on your quest to defeat the final boss. So you can't get help from them no more. That means no more spells from them, no more whatever. If you would have killed them, then they would have, I killed them. I said, fuck that. Fuck this motherfucker. Right? But because I killed them, the wizards who were help training me, they said, they got it, whatever, but they thought I made a stupid mistake because he had so much knowledge. So now they no longer want to fuck with me. So now their quest line and all that stuff is whatever, is done. And so that's how it is. But that's a side quest. And then that's it.
Why don't they kill him?
Because the reason why they don't kill him, because I am still the Dragonborn. I am the one destined to fight the big dragon. If you kill me, then the big dragon ends.
Why don't they kill him?
Who? Why don't they kill who?
The Parthenax guy.
Why don't they kill him?
Why don't they kill him themselves?
Which one? The ones that asked me to kill him?
That is anti-dragons, yeah.
They can't. They don't have the power to. They're not Dragonborn. Bro, did you play Skyrim?
I played Skyrim. Only the Dragon Ball can kill the dragons?
That's literally the point. You're the only one that can kill dragons. You literally are Dragonborn.
So you're telling me that every single time that any dragon was killed in the past, it had to be from a Dragonborn?
Yes. That's literally the story behind it. You even go back to the past to see the first Dragonborns, because you still have to find a way to kill the main dragon. right? And that's where you get your final power, where you launch this voice and you force Dragon to stop flying and you crash him on the ground. But you have to learn that. And you end up going to the past and you see the original Dragonborns and you learn the spell to do that. And that's the final spell you need to beat the dragon. Because if you don't have that spell, he's going to whip your ass. You see? Only the Dragonborns can kill Dragon because they literally are the only ones that have that level of power to kill these dragons.
Okay, fair enough. I will say, first of all, to the chat, yes, I did play it. I didn't get that far into it because I thought the entire game was garbage. But
this guy played the first 2 hours.
I played the first 40 hours.
Now, another game you will like more, because I think it's closer to what you want, a little bit more closer, is Fallout. Because Fallout, you literally could decide whether to launch a nuke or not, and just wipe out the entire map.
I mean, that's cool, but does anyone come and actually fight you for having done that?
You can't, because everybody's dead. Who the fuck is gonna be alive to fight you? And there's another consequence. If I remember Fallout, you make a choice to blow up a city, right? So you nuke a city, and now the whole town is nothing but zombies and shit. Because you fucked it up.
For me, I'm like,
so I think Fallout you'll like. I think you'll like Fallout because there's a lot more of that.
Is that there are actually people that are out to hunt you. Okay, to be fair, they're like marauders or whatever, right? But the thing is, I'm just like, in a game like Fallout, in a game like Skyrim, I would like there to be real consequences where other people take it upon themselves to fight you because of the decisions that you make. Now, I've never played Fallout.
We still on this topic. The chat's like, wait, hold the fuck up. This is not a Bethesda podcast. All right. Let me get the brains. I'm sorry, but let me get the brains. Let me get the brains opinion on this whole Bethesda community stuff.
Okay. I don't even know where to even begin with this one. So I'm gonna start with Starfield first. I am literally tired of hearing about Starfield and whether or not if people have an opinion other than favorable, that now that, you know, Bethesda's customer service is, regardless if it's an actual person or if it's AI that, you know, that has something to say about it. It's like, hey, whatever my opinion is, it's my opinion. I am entitled to that opinion. And then secondly, it kind of defeats the purpose of, you know, making the comparison between playing a fucking video game to something that happened in real life as the moon landing. To me, like, at least to me, the purpose of playing a video game is to take me away from real life for a moment or for X amount of time for as long as I want to play the game. And then lastly, as far as playing a game, I don't care if I'm playing a card game, a video game, a board game, watching the game, or it's game night. The word game is supposed to connotate fun. So the fact that Starfield, it's a video game, but it's not fun, and people are calling it boring. To me, that in itself tells me that there is something seriously wrong with that fucking game. So and then that goes into a second point, and I think this is what I really take away from M's argument as far as with Bethesda. Bethesda has been a darling for such a long time, and now it's wrongfully so because of the fact that, yeah, maybe back in the past during Skyrim is a perfect example. During that time frame, yeah, it did have a lot of bugs, and it was part of its charm. But now we're talking about 2023, and it's 12 years removed from back from the 360 era. Not Skyrim. It's like, yeah, when does this change? When will this change? Like why aren't we as in the communities, saying to Bethesda, hey man, you guys got to separate the game, regardless if you guys need to do better quality testing or quality assurance. So you guys just need to use an entirely new engine. Like, as far as it just works. To me that's bullshit. And I forget the name of their last CEO who just retired. Because I know that came from him. It was like, why is that even acceptable in the first place? Now, going back to, I don't want to spend too much time on Skyrim because I totally disagree, and it's funny. I was actually playing that before I got online with you guys, and to me that's I mean, playing Skyrim definitely on PC with all of the mods and stuff. To me, that was, to me, that's what really keeps that game alive as far as making that game really fun. And even with the amount of decisions that you make, and I don't really expect too much realism. First of all, I'm playing a game with elves and some dude that can yell somebody's fucking pants off if they fall off a cliff. I mean, how much realism am I actually looking for? And then secondly, as far as what Extreme was describing, there, to your point, Puerto Rock, there's no game that that has the amount of no game engine or no game, or that has the ability to really have those type of real consequences in it. I mean, what Extreme was discussing or describing, to me, that sounded like some Peter Molyneux nonsense as far as going back to Fable. And
I think that's what he wanted. That's what he was talking about.
Yeah.
good point.
But it's like it's definitely not during the 360 in the PS3 era. I mean, if I recall correctly, the AI within those games were still comparable to to the original Xbox and PS2 era. So it's like, hey, at that time it was just really about pushing graphics, and I don't think the AI in any video game didn't really become a point until either the PS4 and Xbox One generation, or even just now, as far as now that the computers got this type of processing power to actually have more advanced AIs. Now that's more of a topic of conversation. But as far as with Starfield being compared to to the moon landing and its customer support getting pissed off, or Bethesda's customer support getting pissed off because people have negative views of it, it's like, come on, man, man, fuck y'all, man, go eat a dick, because this is
whoa, we're PG-13 here. Whoa, you gotta think of the children. You gotta think of the children. My man said,
hey, listen, you set him up. You said that we were insatiable.
Oh,
right?
shit.
Like to eat a lot.
Dirty Pastor says you gotta think of the children. Oh, shit. My man said, man, you could go F off. I'm trying to hear your bullshit. Yo, you can't tell people that, this is a video game and I'm on a planet that does nothing. And they're like, yes, isn't that exciting? Like, no, I'm supposed to do something. Like, that's crazy.
Right.
That's crazy.
It don't make any, it just doesn't make any sense. It's like Starfield in the fact that it was hyped up for so long. It was hyped up as being the game of the generation. I can't think of no game that came out during my whole entire 35 years of playing video games that any game was ever hyped up to such of amount. Whereas it just didn't meet. Yeah, it just didn't meet expectations. It was just didn't.
Insanely hyped.
Yeah,
insanely. Jesus Christ, 1,000 planets. Like, it was just ridiculous. All right, so I don't know.
Listen.
What's up,
brain? The brain. You talked about playing Skyrim with mods, okay? I played Skyrim on the 360. My issue with the stories is the beginning of my issue with Skyrim, okay? Everything about Skyrim is a letdown. From the visuals to the gameplay to obviously the thing that I care most about, which is the story. And I don't need realism. I'm looking for immersion. I'm not looking for it to be real. I understand I am dragon shouting. I didn't say they should make the powers realistic. I'm saying that they should have realistic consequences when they bring forward something that looks like a big life-altering choice for the entire world. The world should react to you. I don't think it's a matter of AI. I think it's a matter of better writing and scripting. That's all it is.
Okay, this would be my last point and the only counterpoint. Would you trust Bethesda to get that right? They proved that they can't even get it right now. So why would I expect them to do something so lofty that I would expect them to, hey, based on my choices, it's going to affect the game world. Whereas hell, they can't even build the game correctly. As far as selling me a game for $70 that's fucking 90% of it is just barren. I'm sorry. Hey, I normally agree with you on a whole lot of things, but as far as for Skyrim, as somebody said in the chat, let's leave Skyrim alone. Yeah, let's leave Skyrim alone because Skyrim was a good game for its time.
Listen. Here's the thing.
I think they don't vote that he could choose. He got the Starfield and he thought he got his chest puff, and then as soon as he said Skyrim, everyone was like, well, what? Like, what?
Listen,
like, man, you tripping. You should have just listen. You should have just said. I'll say you should have just stayed with Starfield and take your W, bro. Everybody's like, yeah. Everybody's like,
on the 6th of June, 2024. Okay.
Everybody's
trash.
I say you should have just stayed with Starfield.
Possibilities now. You will see that I was right once again.
What are you talking about? With what?
But here's the thing.
Right? Once again, what? Skyrim's old as hell. It's already
Skyrim and stuff. No, but I'm not talking about like even the age of the game. I'm talking about what the game delivers to you as an experience. It's shallow as hell. There's a reason that they call it.
Oh man, you sound like one of them Bethesda community mods now. Oh shit. Oh god damn. You sounding like one of them now. Oh god. Anyway, let's do it the next topic. All right. So someone lied. Hey, J-Dub, I need you to help me out with this. J-Dub. Is he there? Oh man, he playing PS Portal. The nerve, the audacity. J-Dub's right there playing PS Portal. He playing that trashy ass GT7. That's just trash. Oh, he got some. Anyway, so we're gonna start off with this. NCSoft and Sony Interactive Entertainment announces strategic partnership. The two companies are jointly evaluating global collaboration opportunities in various business fields. This was released today. This is from the official SonyInteractive.com website. NCSoft, a global premier developer and publisher, today announced that it has signed a strategic global business partnership with Sony Interactive Entertainment. The two company CEOs, I cannot pronounce his first name, Tagjin Kim, I apologize if I mispronounce his first name, of NCSoft, and Jim Ryan of SIE. Hold up, I thought he got fired. Hold up, this is fake news. This is Xbox tax. Have met and jointly signed the partnership. Under this partnership, NCSoft and SIE will collaborate in various global business fields, including mobile. The two companies are evaluating a range of potential opportunities with an aim to foster strategic energy, leveraging NCSoft's technological prowess and SIE's global leadership in the entertainment field. This partnership with SIE is the beginning of our efforts to build various synergies together, utilizing both companies' core competencies, technological capabilities, and expertise, said Mr. Kim, President and CEO at NCSoft. He added, "We will deliver a new and enjoyable experience to our audience across and beyond genres and regions. Partnering with NCSoft advances our strategy to expand beyond consoles and broaden PlayStation's reach to a wider audience," said Jim Ryan, President and CEO SIE. Like SIE, NCSoft shares a similar vision, creating high-quality, impactful entertainment experiences for players everywhere, and together we're excited to collaborate to push the boundaries of gaming further. All right, so I'm confused. First, let me read the super chat. SNK Forever, SNK 411 said, "Don't worry, P-Rock. Hellblade will be made by AI." Oh, damn. ChatGPT is going to make Hellblade. Oh, damn. Stall him out. But, hey, my first question is, I thought Jim Ryan got fired, so why he out here still signing deals? What's going on here?
Brian, you go first, man.
J-Dub not here? He's part of the board of directors. He left. He was part of the board of directors. Oh, man. So anyway, Blaine, what you think about
Jim? He's going to contact Jim so Jim can give this testimony.
I'm a bit confused myself. Is NCSoft, is that same Korean company that they were, that's now a second party studio?
No. That's a different company. That's a different company. Yeah. That's why Shift Up, right? Shift Up is the one that's doing Stellar Blade.
Stellar Blades.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, P-Rock, I'm just as confused as you were. So didn't Jim Ryan, didn't he leave the company about 2 months ago?
I thought he got fired.
Yeah, so I'm not too sure, unless this article is old and they're just breaking in and they were just allowed to start it. I mean, to write an article on it today. I'm just as confused as you are. I'm not too sure what to go left or right on this one.
So I'm looking at NCSoft's website. So they have a game called, and chat, help us out here. Let us know if you're familiar with any of these games. Lineage, Blade and Soul. I want to know what that is.
I know Guild Wars.
Guild Wars, I know. I heard of Guild Wars. Aeon, Guild Wars 2,
and
Lineage
a lot of
2.
these mobile games.
What's I don't know. Oh, hold on. They're asking me for my birthday. I can't give y'all my birthday. Kind of dox me. What's going on here? I'm just gonna. I could have made up some shit. The hell is this?
I know Guild Wars is a.
Is this a phone game?
It's a massively multiplayer RPG. That I do know.
I know Guild Wars is, right? Let's see what I know. Guild Wars. Let's see. We got Guild Wars 2 here, right? Yeah, accept. Right. We got some videos up in here.
Yeah, that,
Media.
that company is huge in Korea. It's Korea based. So it's part of, like, for example, they're doing the China Joy project
Yeah.
in China,
China Hero.
and so now
China Hero.
they partner with Korea.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay. So
Yeah,
these
so
are mobile games.
they're
So
really trying to get into the. I mean, they're really becoming a global company. I mean, they got, development teams and partners all over the world. And these guys only do multiplayer games, so
I know somebody mentioned on this podcast potentially NC Soft was the one that's doing the Horizon Forbidden West or Horizon MMO.
Horizon
Who
multiplayer. Yeah,
mentioned that?
the MMO.
But yeah, but who mentioned that in the podcast? Was it Ramon?
It was an article, and I think we talked about it. That's what I thought it was.
See, I'm cool with that. Like if Sony partners with people that know this stuff,
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it, right?
Yeah.
At least they get the right people to handle this stuff. So like if NC Soft handles Horizon, which allows Gorilla to focus on the single player side, and then maybe a new IP, I could I mess with that.
Well, see, here's the thing. I think there was a misconception that, and of course, because of the console wars and stuff like that, obviously the false information got out. But I think a lot of people were afraid that Sony was taking their first party teams off of games that they were in other projects they were already making to focus on other things that they haven't been making, and that seems not to be the case. Even some of their games as a service games weren't from the main teams. They went out and created and bought studios. So that's what they do, is focus on the games as a service type game. So they're not taking resources from anywhere else. They're building from the ground up to tackle the games as a service market, the MMO market, multiplayer and stuff like that. So
Okay. Is this game a phone game?
yeah, a lot of it is mobile and PC.
All right.
Think of World of Warcraft. Think of, you already have the Square Enix with Final Fantasy 14 and stuff like that. Most of those games can be played on anything, fucking iPad, a phone, or
Okay.
Look at World of Warcraft. You can play that thing on a watch.
So these guys says Project Triple L. Hold on.
Oh man,
There's a Project Triple L. That sounds like an Xbox exclusive. No.
that's the downside, Puerto Rock, to like PC games. They have these fancy trailers that look really good.
Yo, I know exactly what you're gonna say. I cannot stand PC games that do that. They have we all know what we're talking about. Yo, I swear to God, I see PC games. Yo, chat, you know exactly what we're talking about. You see these L's, they're fighting in waves, they're just splashing. I'm like, yo, that looks dope. Then when you see the gameplay, it's like a top games. Like I was like,
What the fuck is
and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Yo, that shit pisses me off. Hold up, I'm gonna find. Let me see. Well, so they see this trailer, Project Triple L, I guess this is called.
Mm-hmm. Is that Project M?
Oh, this is M or?
M.
All right, this is Project M.
Yeah.
This one here looks good. That shit look like it got Spider-Man graphics.
Oh, those are those quick time events we love.
Yeah, you're gonna get first thing. Got some gunplay. Nice AAA game.
All right, that's Project M. All right. Now, let me go. I'm gonna go look for Project Triple L.
Mm-hmm.
You find it. That look all right. Okay. Project Triple L. All right. This is actually okay. So this is the trailer. All right, hold on. I got this right over here. What's this about?
나한테 임무.
루셀 기억하지?
Has that like Kojima feel?
Yeah.
Oh shit. You find out. Oh, this is. Hey yo. I mean, the trailer's looking good. I like the future.
We played this
shit.
before. There was a demo that just came out.
Oh man, this looking.
Oh, it's Anthem, huh? Yep.
Hey, hold on here. Hold on.
That look good, don't it?
It does. But it's third person over the shoulder. That's what we love, baby. Give me that third person over the shoulder.
PlayStation strategy, man.
And that's it, baby.
Quick time events.
Ooh, wait, wait.
Oh, look
Got
out
a little Iron Man action?
Yeah.
Ooh. We got the Korean Iron Man.
Yeah. Graphics look good.
Ooh.
Grenade.
Oh, what is this is like what's that game? Crisis type shit.
Yeah. With the cloak.
Yeah, cloaking.
Yeah.
Oh.
It does remind me of Anthem. That's literally what it looks like.
No, it does.
Anthem does have, yeah, a little bit of Anthem.
A lot of Anthem.
A little bit more visceral. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, Anthem is the
First
game that
person,
could have
you
been, man.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You got your first person point of view. I'm not gonna lie. If you're gonna invest in some stuff, invest into some stuff like this,
What the
right?
fuck was that?
Oh, he had a cannon.
this multiplayer?
Iron Man cannon off the back.
Yeah, you saw the Iron Man cat and shit? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this multiplayer?
Probably.
Oh shit, you saw
Yeah.
that big motherfucker. Oh, I got a little Titanfall going on.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
shit.
got the big mix. Oh.
Ooh.
Hey. If they pull this off, man, this could be huge.
I'm just gonna say, it looks too good to be true.
I know. We gotta watch out. We need more.
It's still
It says actual gameplay footage from the development build.
Yeah.
No, we gotta see.
Once they get a name, once it gets a name, then I'll.
Yeah, once it gets out of Project Triple L, that's not a good name.
Yeah.
That's they clearly don't know American culture. Oh shit, what's this? Got some horror. Wow, we got some horror elements to this.
Yeah.
Some alien weird shit going on here. Oh.
Oh
Fuck
shit.
is that?
Man, it doesn't fucking matter. I'm in a military suit. I'm gonna kill you motherfuckers. Like, you can't have horror elements when I have, like, high technology.
Oh shit. So you battling mechs,
Whatever the hell.
bots, and aliens?
Concubines, all that crazy shit.
Yeah. Oh, it is multiplayer.
What the hell is all that, dumb? What
is
the hell is
multiplayer.
it? That dude looks like Groot. You fighting Groot?
How long is this trailer?
They're showing the whole game. Oh, that's a Legion of Groot.
Yeah.
I'm just like, whoa, how long is this trailer? Like, do you have any game left after this?
Like, oh snap!
Hey.
All right, bro. All right, hey, so what you? Hey, J though, man, how come you didn't tell us your boy was still working?
Hey, listen,
Everybody told me he was fired. I got incredible. Listen, I was supplied with incredible intelligence and a dossier from Post Up State of Gaming, and told me Jim Ryan got fired. How the hell he's still signing deals? What's going on there?
Apparently, when you fire people, you still give them the keys and you still let them make financial deals and sign documents on the behalf of the company, allegedly.
Worth millions.
Puerto, we've been doing this for quite a long time, man. We know how this shit plays out. The bots make up some shit. People run with it. It turned out to not be true. And then we laugh and poke fun at them, and then the same thing just keeps going on and on and on and on and on. That's just how the game goes, man.
Now,
but I think I mean,
no.
Obviously,
so let me ask you this:
Sony's,
what do you think of this deal? What do you think they're trying to accomplish?
I think they went over there and they see what they like, and they want to. Like I was saying in the beginning, I think they just want to tackle a different market. They want to sell their PlayStations and their games and their services and everything else to that market. That market there is a growing market in the gaming space. The talent from all the developers and stuff like that are coming out. So I think it's an emerging market. It's a bunch of talent over there, and so Sony wants to be there. And now, what can come out of that? Clearly, the multiplayer stuff. Clearly, the MMO type stuff. And you just showed us 2 AAA looking games that could potentially come to the PS5 exclusively. So
these are free to play. Some of these games.
Yeah, most of their games that they do are free to play games, and they're big games. Like they're played in the Asian market.
Okay, all right. So Lineage is mobile and PC. Guild Wars is PC.
Guild Wars is PC.
Blade Soul is PC only.
Blade and Soul.
Aeon, Blade and Soul. Aeon is PC only. Guild Wars Soul. The only game out of this group so far that's a mobile game is Lineage Mobile. So that's probably why. It makes sense. So this is Lineage 2. This is also looks like Lineage 2, but they put a little thing there to make it Lineage Mobile. Lineage Mobile. So the rest of these games are actually PC games that are not on consoles. So this could actually bring these games to consoles, or specifically PlayStation.
Yeah. So I mean, if for those people who don't have a PC or those who play on PC, it could potentially get into the PlayStation ecosystem. That could lead. I think this deal here is a multifaceted deal. It's not the end all be all, but hey, clearly Sony sees something in this partnership or whatever, and said, "Hey, it's worth joining forces with these guys."
So I could see Sony, obviously with the partnership, these games now being expanded to the console market, and obviously, out of all the consoles, PlayStation's the one with the power and the penetration within the Asian market. Because until now that with this partnership, it rules out Nintendo now, and Microsoft never really had that penetration in terms of console, and clearly NC Soft doesn't need Microsoft for the PC side. Yeah. So these games could be coming to the PlayStation and stuff like that. But on the flip side, I could imagine Horizon MMO being in the hands of NC Soft.
Absolutely.
And make it successful.
Absolutely. So think about it. Sony's not known for doing MMOs. They're not known for doing the type of games that they're trying to do. So why not, let someone else who has experience do that? So I mean, it kind of makes sense.
All right.
I mean, look, guys, I'm gonna say this: Jim Ryan needs to get his flowers. All right. If anyone gets flowers today, it should be him. he has sold the PlayStation hardware, the most amount of PlayStation hardware, the best that's ever been sold. Okay, he's done that. He has put together this live service pathway, and he's gotten out there, gotten partnerships, gotten studios in order to handle that, so that our prestigious single player games could still be made by our prestigious studios. He's done that. Okay, and he's gone out there and he has convinced people that the PlayStation Portal is a great device. I didn't even believe he could do that. He did it. So there you go. Jim Ryan, he deserves his flowers. Kudos to him. He's going to leave PlayStation on a high note, okay? And apparently he's not fired because, apparently we can't trust what the Xbox say. I was so naive. I thought we could trust them. I really did. As soon as they say he was fired, I was like, that's it. That's a wrap. But they disappoint me. They disappoint me.
To be fair, Sony has never, a CEO or head of PlayStation has never left on a low note. So.
Oh yeah, that is true, right? They have stuck around to fix their mistakes whenever they've happened.
Yeah, even in the PlayStation 3 era, the CEO then was it Jack Trenton or whatever, I think back then, and was it who was part of who was part of PlayStation 3? Who was in charge?
I don't know. I
before my time.
Before my time.
I remember prior to the PlayStation 4, I remember he departed or whatever, and they got someone else. So
is it Ken Kutaragi?
Oh,
was Sony.
That could be, but he ended up being another role.
Ken Kutaragi, the head of PlayStation in the PS3.
Well, he was in. Yeah. And what about him? What's the question?
Yeah, no. I said there hasn't been a PlayStation executive that has left on a low note. They've always left on a high note, even in the PlayStation 3 era.
I think Ken Kutaragi. I think Ken Kutaragi because of the PS3. Because the PS3 was his thing. That was the last time his strategy. Because he was the one that came up with the strategy, to build the console, whatever, and then give it to the developers. And it was fine to a certain point, but the PS3 really screwed things up. So then they completely
the damn cell processor.
Well, not just that, yeah. So that was a bad move, right? So now they went, and then after that, that's when they got Mark Cerny, and they completely switched their model from just simply the manufacturers make the console, and then the developers got to figure it out. To now, developers, what do you want? And then the developers, So anyway, go ahead.
No, I was going to say sidebar. I just want to quickly say, how you talked about how Hellblade 2 shouldn't be popped up by the Xbox and everything? They shouldn't make a bigger deal than it is. I think Hellblade. Microsoft should shadow drop it. I think that's the best way to avoid any of that. Just shadow drop Hellblade at the Game Awards and just be like, there it is.
Then they're not going to do that. Because it's going to be hyped up as being the biggest game again, the game of the generation. We've seen this stuff generation after generation. We know how this shit goes. The can is going to get kicked to the next game. It'll probably be Hellblade, and then
but they just need to learn from their mistakes, man. They just need to learn from their mistakes.
If you shadow drop it, you avoid all of that.
You can't shadow drop it because you got to create awareness for you. They're not going to let that free publicity and the marketing and trying to advertise.
They're not interested in marketing. They don't want to sell the game. They want you to subscribe to Game Pass. Look what I did for her.
So it depends what they do.
Past advertisements with Hellblade being shown.
Hellblade isn't that game. Hellblade isn't a system setup. It doesn't matter how they make it.
A game for Microsoft. Every game has to be. Sea of Thieves is that game to Microsoft.
But Extreme does have a point, right? If they release Hellblade digital only, so you don't have to worry about getting people to go to the store and buy the game physically, right? Because then you would need to definitely market it, right? To let people know it's physically in stores. So you don't release a physical version. It's digital only and Game Pass. Technically speaking, you can't shadow drop it. You can't just announce, hey, Hellblade is out, blah, 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 play it, boom, available for purchase at the digital store, or you could play right now. If you're a Game Pass subscriber, you really don't have room to fuck this up. Excuse my language. You don't have room to.
Even better,
you can't because you didn't have time to. At that point, you can only critique it for what it is and not for what you like. You can't hold the game against what other people like. You can't hold the game responsible for what people did. hyping it, overhyping it. You can, because it's
you're pure.
boom.
Even
But I can see why Akeem is saying.
Even better, you release it as early access for 1 week, so that people have to pay $30, but it is available. So you get a little bit of money back, and then they can't say shit, and everybody will get FOMO. So people will be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna put down my 30 down because
Yeah,
I'm
that's
working
true.
on Game Pass." You know, and then that's it. You win everything.
That's not how the console will work. If that game comes out,
no, we're not talking about the console will work. We're talking about what Microsoft's best strategy.
Microsoft should do.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, right, that strategy is, think about it. They care about what people are going to say on the internet. They care about what people are going to say on Twitter, YouTube. Of course, the pro Xbox sites are going to say it's the best thing ever, right? Of course, that's what they're going to say. But then once reality comes up, right, and it gets into the hands of those that are who actually cares, the actual gamers, they're going to be the ones to say if it's a good game or not. Same thing with Redfall.
Hellblade is a good game. And what I'm saying is, imagine sorry, J-Dub. Imagine if at the Game Awards, right? They don't have a Game of the Year nominee, but they get to say you can play this game now, today, on Game Pass. They will win the entire awards. People will not care about who wins Game of the Year if you give them an actual great gaming experience at a AAA level that they can play that night. They get to win everything. And like I said, they can put it as part of early access, still recoup $30 from people. The people that want to wait will just have to wait a week. But then the conversation will get started. All of the Xbox personalities are going to be like, yeah, Game of the Year, whatever. Here is this game that we're going to play. They will just sweep up everything. If I was Xbox, I would do it. Even if the game isn't ready, I would do it. I'll put in early access for 6 months for what I care. As long as I get to be able to say like, yep, there's the game. You played tonight.
Okay. Let's say that strategy happens. Here's the downside to that strategy, right? And this is something that I don't think there's anything Microsoft can do to stop this, right? Is the game will come out, people talk about it for a few days, and then Final Fantasy VII Rebirth will drop within 2-3 weeks of that, right? And then the conversation is going to be on that, and everybody's moved on from Hellblade 2. So it didn't really buy them what they need. They need the word of mouth for extended period of time, not just 1 week. Look at Forza. Hold on. Listen. Look at Forza, right? Forza was supposed to be their saving grace. That game came out. Nobody was talking about it the day before or the day after. So it was like nothing. They need something that's going to hold that. And even when Starfield came out, the conversation around it has been negative. It's been drawn out over the last two months. It's just been drawn out of negativity about it.
But I don't think you understand why M's not trying to say that Hellblade is going to be that hit game. What he's trying to say is, what can Microsoft do to prevent people from forcing Hellblade to be something that is not, which is the hit game? They can't by stealth dropping it.
Okay, let's say they still drop it. You know what's going to happen? The people listen. You don't think Tim Dog posts up and the rest of those guys?
But they're not gonna have that main traction like Starfield is. Like look at Hi-Fi Rush, right? Hi-Fi Rush did not get a big backlash. It didn't. There's people who said, "Oh, Game of the Year, whatever."
Because it was actually a good game.
Yeah, but
great games will keep you from having back.
Yeah, but you can have a good. Yeah, but
we don't know what Hellblade.
But you can have a good game. You can have a good game. But if you hype it Game of the Year, but it ends up a good game, then the game flopped. Because you're not hyping a good game. You're hyping.
Okay.
The main point of this is to prevent is to prevent that. Is to prevent.
Don't call it game of the generation.
But that's the point. But the question is, how do you prevent that? Well, simple. You just drop the game, and then that's it. It's too late.
Let's say you drop it.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers were still out here hyping up fucking Redfall at 30 frames a second. You can't prevent these bots.
J-Dub, you're not understanding my point. You're not understanding my point, okay? Listen, my point is this. 2023 hasn't been good for Xbox, no matter what anybody says, okay? It hasn't been good. They haven't sold. They are literally tracking behind the Xbox One, okay? Yeah. They're coming off of a bad year. That is only seen as good because not as bad as 2022. That is literally the only reason why people think that Xbox is having a good year, okay? Here's how you save the year. Okay, you have been advertising Hellblade 2 at the Game Awards for like 5 years in a row because it came out in 2019 before The Last of Us. That's when they first announced it, right? So then
Yeah.
what do? You say, okay, this is where we introduced it to you. This is where we're going to deliver it to you. You shadow drop it, which avoids a whole ton of things. There can be no reviews on it because remember, Hellblade is a very niche experience, okay? No matter how
Yeah.
polished it is, if it gets to reviews, I don't think it's going to necessarily review the best with the media. So what do? You avoid all of that. You don't get any 80s, you don't get any 90s, you just side skirt all of it. Number two, you give people a reason to not care that you did not get Starfield up on the Game of the Year podium, right?
Yeah.
Number three, you finally deliver the game to people after 5 years. You know, it was advertised before, actually, at the same time as we got the Xbox Series X, but like a few minutes before that, right? But
Yeah.
the point is, you finally deliver on that promise. Number four, you get to have the conversation to yourself. Why? Because there is no game releasing now. You literally say that there are games coming in January. Well, there's like a whole month and two before those games ever hit. You will literally get the final run up, the final runway into the Christmas. Everybody will be talking about Hellblade 2.
That's true.
Yes,
That's true.
some
I never
people will
cared
be
about that.
hyping it up. But the thing is, I believe that Hellblade 2 can actually hold up to scrutiny. I believe it can actually be a great experience. It'd be like Ori and the Blind Forest. It'd be like Hi-Fi Rush. It'd be like the Forza Horizon 5. These games that, yes, they are in their own lane, but in that lane, they are excellent. So it's the perfect type of game to actually shadow drop into Game Pass because you were never going to sell consoles with Hellblade. Like, people can pretend that they could, but it isn't that kind of game. Like, Hellblade isn't that game that is a system seller. And it will never be that game. So then the best thing that it can do is it can do some really great PR for you. And then what will people be talking about? Oh, look, Microsoft gave us another AAA quality game. They didn't charge us $70. They just shadow dropped it out of the goodness of their heart. You know, they're so pro-consumer. I love Xbox. This is why they get an A from IGN, because they can just do these things, which is exactly right. They will get you have all the conversation. And then what will people say? Oh, Sony, we don't know what's coming from Sony first party. Like, it's perfect. If it is smart, shadow drop Hellblade 2. You will get 5 months of good PR before Sony releases their next AAA banger or whatever.
I will also say, I will say also, Hellblade has an advantage, right? Because in order to have credibility and say the game sucks, the game has to arguably and tangibly be worse than the first one. If it's not worse than the first one, if let's say it ends up even if it's a little bit better than the first one, but just simply better, regardless of how level or better it is, you wouldn't be able to say the game sucks without backtracking and looking stupid if you like the first game. Like if you like the first games and you mention the first game is good and those receipts are out there, then you're not in a position to trash the second game unless the game arguably is worse than the first, right? And I think Ninja Theory is a good developer. I think at a minimum, worst case scenario is just going to be more of the first one, which I don't think that's going to be the case because the first one wasn't really built on a budget of a AAA game. It was built with like $12 million, right? This one, they have more money, better equipment, more personnel, more people, and much more time to develop this game, right? So the odds, if you roll the dice, this game could be bigger, better in every way because it has more money, more time, and they just got Microsoft paid for a whole new studio with mocap and all that stuff, which they never owned. Now they own all that themselves, right? They definitely have the time. You can't argue that shit. They got plenty of time for this. They got at least 4 or 5 years to make this game. Bigger budget, just everything. So the odds are, and with Ninja Theory's pedigree, and that's one studio you don't hear issues with, right? You don't hear issues with Ninja Theory losing personnel or this guy left or this person left. It's the same people that's been there the whole time. So if you roll the dice, this most likely will be a better game than the first. So to trash this game is whatever. Now I do agree, Bleeding Edge is dumb. So somebody mentioned it. But that's a multiplayer game, and I'm thinking, what the listen, when you step out of bounds, like even when the rumors came out that Guerrilla was making a single player RPG fighting dinosaurs, robot dinosaurs, everybody's like, what? I remember when that first rumor came out, everybody's like, what the fuck? You mean the people who make Killzone? Like, you know? So you run a risk when you go out of pocket and stuff like that. And so when Ninja Theory talked about Bleeding Edge, I'm like, they're trying to make a multiplayer game. Like, whoa. Like, I don't know about that one. And it failed. They need to stick with their niche, which is single player experiences. If they want to do a multiplayer, they need to hire people for that. They don't have the talent for that, but we'll see stuff like that. But I do agree with M and stuff. I mean, the big thing is the community, them Xbox dudes, they just got to learn to just temper their stuff. Like, just be real with the game. Be real with the expectation. Microsoft is not going to make every single game that Microsoft publishes, it's not going to be a Game of the Year GOTY. Some would just simply be a good game. Some are going to be average. The ones that are great, you're going to be able to see that it's great. But just leave it what it is and stuff. Don't hype up every game as Game of the Year. This is going to blow out. And definitely stop comparing it to PlayStation. Just stop. Don't compare any game that Microsoft publishes to PlayStation. Not a single one. If it does get compared to PlayStation, let it do it naturally with the gamers playing it and the gamers be like, holy shit, this game's a goddamn banger. It will come out naturally. It will naturally do what it do. Just let it do its stuff naturally, right? PlayStation games didn't automatically just come out and everybody overhyped it from the get-go. It just earned its path, it earned its right, and then over time, PlayStation and the studios just kept doing it and kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Just let the games take its course. Right?
Yo, P-Rock, is there a more perfect game than Hellblade 2 for Game Pass Shadow Drop?
I think it's perfect. Actually,
I think it's perfect, right? Because the thing is, it's not.
In fact, if I remember, wasn't Hellblade originally digital only when it first came out? It was digital only for $30. For $30,
they can always do the physical release later, right? Like they could be like 6 months later, they can be like, here's a collector's edition. So they like.
Is there even a physical release for Hellblade? I don't think there's still. I don't think that. Yeah, chat. Is Hellblade physical available? I don't think they even made a physical release for Hellblade. The chat will know. The chat got my back.
But, okay,
I will explain my point to J-Dub. J-Dub, look at it, yeah? Hellblade is
yes.
No, I hear you now. I hear you now. I understand what you're saying now. I understand what you're saying. All right, cool. I think I was looking at it a little bit. I was looking at it differently from a different angle. Yeah, because technically, all their games is in Game Pass anyway, right? So it really doesn't matter. I don't think they're going to get one extra person to go out and buy a game. Then if it it's just they're just in such an awkward position that I've never seen a company be in. Maybe that's why it's still kind of new and kind of shocking to me. I would just assume, hey, you want to get the Xbox name and the brand out there, so you want to mix this game with this. But it finally dawned on me. They don't care about the hardware. They don't care if you buy Xbox or not. Like, matter of fact, I think the console's going to go away anyway, right? So they're just going to push this shit out, and then who wants to sign up for Game Pass, they can get to play it for practically nothing. And that's all they care about. So, yeah, why not shadow drop it? Shit, man, at this point, just fucking shadow drop all your games. You don't have to have release dates on any of that shit.
That's why the whole 12 million people play this game. I'm like, what that stat is stupid for them, because if you got 30 million subscribers, any game you put on Game Pass day one, you have 30 million people. All they have to do is click download. They're already paying for it. That's why when they say 11 million people played, like, you got 30 million people. All they gotta do is just download the game and play it. Like, there is no barrier that's stopping them from playing the game. Like, it's just literally subscribe to hit download. So, like, why isn't it 25 million people playing the game?
Exactly.
Like,
that's the
like you have people not like, you have 30 million people paying for Game Pass and they're not playing a new game. Like, why? Like, why do you have Game Pass for? Like, a new game came out. Click download and play it. There should be at least. That's why the whole total player count, I don't see that as any achievement. Even if the game got 20 million people playing it, you have 30 million people every single month paying for Game Pass. Literally, they just have to hit download, install the game, and play it. Like, what is stopping them Don't play in the game.
I think we need to come to terms that a lot of these people who have Game Pass, they're not there to play the Game Pass games. They're just there to have the online capability to play 2K and Madden with their friends because that's a requirement.
Oh yeah, the online.
I mean, Xbox Line, right? It's Game Pass, so it's like, you know, it's just there, right? Microsoft counted as a Game Pass subscriber, but they're the same guys that were playing for Xbox Live for the last 24 years. It didn't matter. They were gonna be there anyway. They need to play the 2K, the Madden, and the other games that they play. They're not there to play fucking Bleeding Edge and Battletoads and Starfield and stuff like that. And that's why we don't see the numbers that you and I think they should see, right? We know for a fact if God of War was on PlayStation Plus, right? God of War Ragnarok, day one on there, Sony would probably come out and say, hey, you know, let's say we have 50-something million PS5s on the wild. They're probably going to be like 40-something million people download that game at least the first day, just the first day, first week, just to see what the buzz is about. They don't have to boot it up after that, but just to try it. And that's what's so puzzling to me. Right, you're bragging about 9 million people, 11 million people actually hit the power button on their Xbox and hit the A button. Like, that's not a flex. What's really a flex is to have motherfuckers jump in their cars, drive down to Best Buy and GameStop and spend $70 goddamn dollars to get that product. That's impressive because you've convinced people that this product is worth $70 fucking dollars. So that's why I say this is Xbox is kind of in its own lane at what it does. It's baffling, it's puzzling, but I had a come to Jesus moment now that none of the stuff that we would normally see matters anymore. It don't matter anymore to them, and that's just what it is.
I think so.
It's just kind of disheartening, but it is what it is. You know, I can't change that.
All right. Let's go on to the next topic, and I like this next topic is what Extreme is coming from on Twitter. So Extreme posted on Twitter, people complain the Game Awards is corrupt, yet when the players get to vote from 30 nominees, they match 5 out of the 6 of the picks for Game of the Year. And yes, as you can see, Starfield is nowhere near the top 10. Y'all owe Jeff Keighley an apology. Now I'm gonna click on the full list, right? Hopefully everybody gets to see it. Okay. There's no way for me to zoom it in, make it bigger.
I'm watching on the TV, and
how does it look?
See it, and I can see it.
Okay.
It looks
all right,
good.
chat. All right, chat. Hopefully you can see it, but all right. So now here's. Let me level set this because I seen the damage control, and the number one damage control. Oh, but when Halo was, player's choice, you said it didn't count. The conversation is not whether the game player's choice, voice award, whatever counts, right? That's not the conversation. Goddamn Extreme, right? The internet's so fucking hard, right?
Yeah,
apparently, right? Like these guys made a whole new conversation from a point you were not making, right? In fact, I'm gonna let Extreme talk about it. Extreme. Let them know what you try. Let them know. Listen, you're gonna use the Australian intelligent education, and you're gonna explain it, and then I'm gonna use the American education to dumb it down for the rest of us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right.
So listen, guys. Here's my point. My point is simply this: when the Game of the Year nominees came out, a lot of people in the community were up in arms about the picks that were there, right? Resident Evil 4 didn't deserve to be there. Starfield should have been there. Oh, Hogwarts Legacy, that got snubbed. There were so many people that had their takes, and then they were saying basically that this voting panel, this judging panel, this Game Awards panel, they don't know anything about gamers. They don't know what we want and what we represent and blah, 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 blah. So then the Game Awards give you 30 nominees to choose from, and the thing is, in the first round, you get 10 votes. So it's not like you have to divvy up your vote. You have to choose Spider-Man versus Hogwarts. No. You get 10 votes. You get to vote for up to a third of the nominees. So you should have plenty of opportunity to vote your favorite games. There's no one that can be snubbed from your own personal choice.
Can I stop you one there? Can I stop you right there? So now, in comparison to the 150 voting outlets, they got up to 6 choices. Exactly. And here's the thing. They could pick any 6 they want. As long as the game came out within that time frame and they played it, you could put your 6. So similar to this, right? And I would say this is even less scrutiny for the player's choice because they can't even prove if you play any of these games. So you could pick 10 and a few of them you haven't even played. But the point is 100%. The outlets played the games, all 50, and they picked their 6, right?
Yep.
One of those 6s could have been Starfield. Continue.
100%. So then, listen. This year is what the community thinks about this year's game offerings, okay? You see there that 5 out of the 6 games you fully agreed with. You agree with the voting panel. The only difference there is that Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty, took the spot from Resident Evil. Sorry, not Resident Evil, but from who did it take it from? It took the spot of Super Mario Bros. Wonder. That's the only difference. And the thing is, the voting panel couldn't have picked Phantom Liberty because it's an expansion and not a full game. But you guys, you have less scrutiny, so you get to vote an expansion in there. So it is what it is. At the end of the day, my point was simply this. You guys are full of shit. Because when you complained about it and you were saying that this voting panel has no idea what they are doing, clearly they do because they got 5 out of 6 correct. So that is a really high percentage. That's like what, 84%, I think, if I'm doing it right in my brain. I didn't look it up. But the point is, if they get an 84% correct, that is a really great score. And that means that they are in touch with the community and they are representing you in the voting panel. And you do owe Jeff Keighley an apology because number one, he doesn't even vote on the voting panel. But every year, his award show gets this slander year after year after year that they have no idea what they're doing. And yet it turns out they do. Okay, and no, my conversation wasn't even about Starfield. All I was doing was pointing out that you guys said you wanted Starfield to be up there, and as you can see there, it's number 18. Okay, now it moves up and down a little bit because people are still voting. I've seen it to be as high as number 16. Okay, in my original tweet it was number 17. In this one, it's number 18. So you can see that it's not even in the top 15 games. All of you Xbox that said that Starfield deserves to be Game of the Year, you are not voting it within smelling distance of the Game of the Year podium. It's not even top 10. That's it. That's my point.
All right. Now, let me Americanize it. You know, for those of us that got shitty education, okay? The point of the conversation is, right, it's not validating the actual award itself. Extreme is not saying the award matters now. Or that the Player Choice Awards matters now. So it doesn't matter who wins. No one gives a shit. No one gives a shit if Baldur's Gate win or whatever. That's not the conversation. The conversation is, right, people were talking shit about the voters and that they got it wrong. Xbox tax, they don't know what they're doing, blah, 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 blah. Now that the ball is in the gamers' court and they are picking the games, you see the result. Starfield, right here, 11,995 votes. That's what it got. But that is not enough votes to be in the top 6. To be in the top 6, you had to have at least 25,537 votes. And that was the point I was making, right? Out of the 150 outlets, there are probably people within that 150 that did pick Starfield among their 6. The problem was not enough people picked it. So you don't get to be in the top 6. The same exact thing happened here. There are gamers who pick Starfield. 2.56% of the people who voted picked Starfield as one of their top 10. But not enough, right? Baldur's Gate got the overwhelming majority, 40,904. Then came Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty with 28,787. Then Legend of Zelda, 28,748. Then Marvel Spider-Man, 27,271, and so on. This is the same exact thing that happened with the nominations. The outlets got a chance to vote. Some picked, some didn't. But the overwhelming majority picked those games. And we're not that far off. In fact, if you look at the top 6 for the Player's Choice, it's really Cyberpunk getting swapped out with Mario. That's really the difference between the two. The top 6 in this and the 6 nominations for Game of the Year is literally Mario and Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty. Everything else is the same. Baldur's Gate, Legend of Zelda, Spider-Man. Funny enough, Resident Evil 4, everybody was having a problem with Resident Evil 4. Everybody was saying it shouldn't even be there. It's a remake. Creators on award. Even I said it. Even I agreed. Like it should be a separate category. But when push came to shove and we left Twitter, and we're no longer in the Twitter world, we're in the real world, we're in the global world, motherfuckers put Resident Evil 4. That's one of the top games. In fact, it got more. What is it? It got more votes than Liza P. It got more votes than Final Fantasy 16. Genshin Impact. It pretty much beat out every other game on the list.
Legacy. All of the games that people were saying like
4 games.
You chose Resident Evil 4 above it.
Yeah, it only 4 games. Got more votes than Resident Evil 4. Both this game, Cyberpunk, yeah, Spider-Man's like teetering, bro. A few more votes, okay. Spider-Man can barely hold on.
Will probably end up above Spider-Man 2. Let's face it. So listen, I wasn't here for that debate, okay? But let me tell you why we can't have a remake of the nomination, because that's what the argument was. We should create a remake category. Here's the thing: number one, there are not enough entrants that are worth being nominated for that category every year, and that's it. Because if you're going to create an award, you can't just have it come willy-nilly 1 year this, 1 year not. Okay? Because what happens if there's only like 2 remakes that are worth making? What are you going to do then? Nothing. You can't create an award if there's only 2 entrants. Right, so that's the big issue. So and you know what?
It's not consistent.
Remakes are deserving of Game of the Year. Okay, remasters no, because a remaster is just a polished version of what you just put out. But a remake from the ground up, that should be nominated as a brand new game. Because guess what? Yes, I know you guys are dinosaurs, but there's lots of people that for them that is a brand new experience.
True.
What do you want them to do? Like, is it therefore they weren't born earlier? Like, that's it. Resident Evil 4 deserves to be up there. It deserves to be considered for Game of the Year because for a lot of people, it is their first time experiencing that game.
That's a good point.
True.
That's a good point, actually. For some people, this remake is their first experience. Because I remember I played it back on a GameCube, so yeah, I'm an old motherfucker.
Exactly.
I remember that. Like, shit, I remember the meme, Louis Serra dies. If you don't know, then... If you know, you know. You remember that. That was like the spoiler of back in the days. You know how they spoil Spider-Man and shit? Well, that was like the big spoiler back then. Louis Serra dies. Because when they announced the PlayStation port, the Nintendo fanboy started spoiling the game. It's just listen, console war never changes. The players do, but the war never changes.
the game doesn't.
War never changes. You know what I'm saying? The war never changes. The same tactics we do today, it's just more noticeable because we got the open forums of Twitter and stuff like that. Back then, it was like locked into forums that you had to subscribe and you're just locked into our ecosystem and everybody was in their own forums. Now, when you think about it, Twitter is kind of like every single gaming forum mashed into one. And everybody's all up in that shit. It's just an unregulated mess, right? With shittier mods and stuff like that. But I love that point you made. You made a brilliant point. It's just
go ahead.
This is it. This is the gamers. And again, this is not validating the players awards. So stop bringing up Halo. Like, goddamn, you Xbox dudes ruin every conversation and make it about something that is not. It's not about validating or invalidating an award. It's about when it came to a decision, you saw what the gamer's decision was. So all that shit saying that Starfield should have been up there or Resident Evil shouldn't have been there, well, guess what? This is the reflection of the majority of gamers. And clearly, guess what? Resident Evil's up there. Apparently the outlets called it right. The only difference is Phantom Liberty and Mario. That's the only swap.
And remember that they couldn't have voted for Phantom Liberty even if they wanted to because it wasn't a brand new game.
That was
so
it.
They didn't get that choice.
Yes.
So
because it's literally DLC.
Exactly 6 for 6.
Yeah, they couldn't vote for DLC.
Exactly.
So they were. So who knows if that was an option? It could have been 100% accurate.
6 for 6.
It could have been 6 for 6.
Sweep. Exactly.
Now, what's interesting? Hi-Fi Rush. Look how high Hi-Fi Rush is. It's number 7. Way over Starfield. So you can't say Xbox tax. You can't say Xbox tax because of Starfield. Because Hi-Fi Rush is up there. It's even higher than Diablo.
It's higher than Final Fantasy 16.
Yeah, it's higher than Final Fantasy 16.
Yeah.
So you can't say Xbox tax.
PlayStation gamers, because I had people try to do. If you go through the thread, oh my god, people trying to defect
that
saying that
me.
it's PlayStation. I'm like, how will PlayStation fans vote all those games above Spider-Man 2?
And Spider-Man's number 4.
Hi-Fi Rush, exactly, and then let Hi-Fi Rush beat Final Fantasy 16.
Yeah, like idiots. Like Spider-Man would be number 1 if it was primary PlayStation gamers. PlayStation gamers are not going to overwhelmingly pick Baldur's Gate.
Yep.
If anything, if it was PlayStation, it would be Spider-Man, Final Fantasy 16, and Destiny 2. If it was PlayStation fanboys. Then you know, like, okay, this is some PlayStation bullshit right here. This is literally like, what? Like, get the hell out of here, right? Oh,
another
shit.
thing that I will point out is that their complaint about Halo ironically proves me right. Because if you guys were powerful enough to make Halo win, that means that this is not something that is just swayed by the PlayStation community or the PC community. It's something that you have a real shot at making a correct ranking because they made Halo Infinite win that year.
Yeah.
So that means that you are powerful enough as a group to put a game over the edge if you believe in it. You guys don't believe in Starfield. You complain about it, but you recognize it's garbage. There it is in a garbage position. And I'm not saying that number 17 is garbage. I'm saying that number 17 for Starfield is garbage because compared to
that is
Game
way
of the Generation, way too low.
17 games. I mean, even Honkai Star Rail,
which just came out. Like, did that just come out?
Oh, like I guess I don't know. I don't know what
live service games. Like you put a live service game, gotcha style.
All I'm saying is Hogwarts Legacy's top 10, so I'm happy.
Hey,
it's at least top 10.
I'm disappointed. A lot of people were like, "Oh, Hogwarts Legacy is because of political reasons." Well, no. Apparently, you guys just don't think it's that good a game.
Well, no, top 10 is fine. That's actually not bad.
Top 10 is perfectly fine. What I'm coming at is the hypocrisy of people saying that the game panel didn't vote for Hogwarts Legacy in Game of the Year because of political reasons. And yet, when we look at the sentiment in the community, it's not anywhere near top 10, top 6 as well. So I'm just like, maybe there wasn't anything political, and it's just that it's a top 10 game, but not a top 6 game.
Could be. That could be a good point. It could be a good point. Yeah, that is a very good point. That is a very good point. It could be.
I'm just saying, like,
it could have gotten the votes. It's just not, I know, but I will say this though. I don't think. Well, let me step a little thing. I'm not surprised Hogwarts Legacy didn't get a top 6 game of the year now. I didn't make that point. My point was it's not represented in any category across the board on anything. That I find weird. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, damn, not even in sound or art design. Like nothing. There is nothing. Like nothing.
Okay, where would you have put Hogwarts Legacy? Because
I think at a minimum, sound is gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
It has good music. I'll put it in soundtrack. Do you mean audio or soundtrack?
Audio. Audio. The audio was beautiful in that game.
I wouldn't put it in audio. I'll put it in soundtrack. The audio in it is fine. Let's see. What's the nominees? Let's see what the nominations are. Let's see what the categories. The Game Award categories. Because sorry guys, I missed out on this conversation. I wasn't here. Okay, I'm just trying to catch up on this Game of the Year talk.
What categories? Review all categories. Okay. So let's see. Obviously not Game of the Year. Best Game Direction. Well, I don't know how they define that. Awarded for outstanding creative vision, innovation, and game direction design. The only thing I would give, let's see the choices.
You have to remove one.
Let me ask you. Mario's easy. Hogwarts over Mario.
Take off Mario.
Yes, I will tell you why. Right, and maybe I'm reading the criteria wrong, but the one thing I always said that they done a phenomenal job is to take IP and actually create it and do a respectful, amazing job bringing that IP to life, right? Kind of like what Rocksteady did with Batman, kind of like what Insomniac's doing with Spider-Man. You know, whenever somebody says, hey, we're going to do a Star Wars game or Lord of the Rings game or something, Twilight, the video game, you want that developer to truly bring justice to the IP and keep faith to the actual core source and do a phenomenal job. While CD Projekt did with The Witcher, things like that. And I think they did a phenomenal job with Hogwarts Legacy. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Phenomenal job. Super Mario Brothers, it's another side-scrolling 2D platformer. They've been doing that shit for 40 years. But I didn't play the game, so I don't know if they added anything new or something to push the genre forward. So I don't know. But if it's just amazing platformer, like since when they don't do amazing 2D platformer? That's their bread and butter. But I'm not gonna argue because, like I said, this is just votes, whatever. But I'm just surprised they're not in there. And then I'm surprised why only 5. Like, why isn't it 6 across the board? That's another thing. Because there's only 5 nominations. Why isn't it 6 across the board?
Yeah, let me tell you. I think one thing you misconstrued earlier is that, if I remember correctly, the gaming voting outlets don't pick 6. They pick like 10, just like we do, okay? It's just that they take the top 5, okay? They take the top 5 games for Game of the Year. Except if there is a tie, they will allow you to go up to 6 nominees. That's why some years have 5 nominees, some have 6. So every category is a 5, except for Game of the Year, that is allowed to get 6 in case there is a tie amongst the voting body. Like if 2 games get 16%.
So 2 of the Game of the Years got a tie.
Exactly. That's how.
Okay. Good point. Okay, that explains it. Happens. So the 6 is just because of tie. Okay. Now there's a category: best score in music. Would you say?
So I will put it there.
Right, it's not there. And they put Final Fantasy.
No, but Final Fantasy has a great music.
Okay, I guess. What else? And then best audio design.
But it doesn't deserve to be an audio design. Like that one is definitely not.
Let's see.
Having played the game, it's definitely not an audio design. Okay,
so they got They got Alan Wake 2. I haven't played it. Dead Space.
Sounds like it.
Hi-Fi Rush. Spider-Man and Resident Evil.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, but it is what it is. It's,
do you know why I would nominate it? I will tell you where I'll put it. I will put it in best family game. Because for me, I'm like, how is it not in this category? Okay.
Let me see. Let's see what games they have for best family. They got Disney, Island Illusion, Party Animals, Pikmin 4, Sonic Superstars, and Mario. Interesting.
Okay, get rid of Party Animals or Disney Illusion. I never even heard of that game. Get rid of one of those.
No.
So I'll put it in best family. I will also put it in best RPG. So obviously get rid of that garbage Starfield. Don't even know why it's there. Then
Starfield's was ruining the list. Now I'm playing.
Get rid of it in best RPG. I don't even know why it belongs there. It's disgusting.
But that was the thing, So I think that is what was the catalyst specifically for Hogwarts Legacy. It was just completely shunned out of everything, just completely across the board. I would not put it for Game of the Year. I did mention if I had to switch it out. Let's say I think the conversation was, if you're going to switch out Resident Evil 4, what game would you put? I said from what I played, I would put Hogwarts in there, but I didn't say that the voters got it wrong.
Yeah.
The only thing that was odd is it's just not represented in any category at all. Just nothing. And I was like, wow.
Agree with best game direction because it does have amazing game direction. So, I would also give it a Super Mario's Wonder because I'm not a Mario fan. So, that would be easy for me. But yeah, definitely when you look at the game direction, when you look at the way that they made the world come to life, they realize the IP itself, like it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. So yeah.
Hey Jada, what do you think so far? Do you think this is gonna wake up the Xbox community so now they could finally realize, wait a minute, we kind of going
Nope.
We're going too far.
They don't care. They've already created the Xbox pack. They're not going backwards. They're going to double down on it. It don't matter. This game Starfield was the game of the generation. It was the game of all games, and it got treated unfairly by the media and by ponies, and you're not going to change their minds.
Xbox tax.
Xbox tax, man. They're gonna ride it. They're gonna ride till the wheels fall off. And I hate to say it, man, but I hate to say it, Puerto Rico, man. We're at the very end, man. We're at the end.
Listen.
Like the whole common sense thing is out the door now. It don't matter. They went full blown MAGA, man.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying? It's just...
once Microsoft goes third party, then then it'll be over.
Well, it won't, because I heard even if they do go third party, Microsoft still won, Xbox still won because Sony has to pay them. I mean, these guys have already moved on to financials and revenue. Oh, that's just more revenue. That's why I'm not.
Once it's third party, it doesn't matter what they say. At that point, like who's an EA fanboy? Ain't nobody no goddamn EA fanboy. Ain't nobody a Ubisoft fanboy. Ain't no Ubisoft. But there's no Ubisoft fanboys.
Ubisoft. Oh my god. Assassin's Creed. Oh my god. Assassin's Creed. The Ezio trilogy. Fucking hell. Man, I would say I love that game. I loved Assassin's Creed. Oh man.
Yep. They got COD. They got Activision Blizzard. They won according to them. There's nothing you can say that's going to change their mind. Even if their console goes away, they still won. So that's why I say it's the end. The console war's over. It's been over, but we've just been prolonging it, the inevitable. But I don't know, man.
All right. That's it. I think we hit up all the topics. Let's do our outros. Let's start with Extreme.
Yo, guys, just here to remind you that Bethesda games are garbage.
Shit.
Skyrim is garbage.
Stall them out.
Starfield is more garbage. But don't worry. I get it. I came here unprepared to make my point about Skyrim. That's fine.
Your punishment, the punishment is you need to beat the game.
It was good for its time.
There you go. It was good for the 7th gen of gaming.
There you go. 15 years ago, you know what? From now on, I promise I will go on the Twitter streets. I will do my rounds of apologies. I will tell them it was good for its time. Okay, mediocrity was still allowable. Okay, I will upgrade it to that standard. All right.
It was cool when 30 FPS was allowed.
This is my olive branch, to the chat. I'm sorry I disappointed you today. All right, you guys roasted me for it. I've seen the errors of my ways. Skyrim was good for what it was. That's what I would say. It was good for what it was. And luckily, it wasn't any worse than it was. That is what I will say. Skyrim is
worse.
Although
Starfield is worse than what it should have been.
But Starfield is garbage. Okay? There will be no one on this planet. Not on this planet. You guys are going to have to go to one of the 1,000 other ones, all right? To convince me that Starfield is anything near. People are like, oh, it's mediocre. It's not mid. It's garbage. That's what it is. Let's just call it what it is. Remember how J-Dub gave it an 8 out of 10? He was lying. He was lying to you.
You trying to say I was trying to get some views and clicks?
He was trying to appease you so that he could crucify you later.
He didn't get the Xbox tax guide. He didn't know.
Exactly.
The guy didn't come into the mail.
He was like, he gave you a little bit of hope. He was like, they were like, oh, J-Dub supported us. Then he killed you in them Twitter streets, didn't he? He was lying to you. That's the thing. I don't lie to you. Skyrim was good for what it was. See, no lie. Zero lie was given there. I still think it's garbage, but you get to believe that it's good. It's great. It's great. No lie told. J-Dub lied to you. Starfield is garbage. He should have scored it a 2 out of 10. People are like, oh, how could you say it could be lower than a 4? Because the scale exists. There is a 2 on the scale, and that's where Starfield belongs. Okay? It's trash. The only thing good about Starfield is that it ends someday. So you can leave it and go play anything else. And you guys voted it 17th. Okay? If you take 17 out of 30, do you know where you probably will land at? A 2 out of 10. You're welcome.
You can find me on Twitter. Stall them out.
On YouTube.
Oh, you guys are terrible. All right. Hey, yo, J-Dub, man. Let them know. Let them know.
Y'all know where y'all can find me. Y'all can find me on Twitter. Kicking up dust. I'll say this, man, and I'm gone. We had a great run in the great console war of 2013 through 2020. pretty much 2020. Let's face it. Had a great run. Everything was good, man. I'll see you on the flip side, but I refuse to sit around and argue with a bunch of fucking morons about some goddamn revenues and profits, man. I ain't doing that shit. I'll argue who has the best hardware.
He's like, that's how I live my life. I live my life talking revenues and profit. I'm here to bullshit.
I'm not finna go into financial markets or some bullshit, but you know, it is what it is. Microsoft tried. They had a good run in gaming for 23 years. They were the first generation and the Xbox 360 generation were really good, and then they do what they typically do. They decide to focus on other things outside of fucking gaming, and that pretty much got them caught up.
That goddamn Connect, bro. Like, damn it, bro. That's where it all started, man.
Yep.
God, that was just a stupid idea.
If you're gonna do that, you have to be secure in your footing. Like, that's something that Sony and Nintendo could get away with because they already have a solid foundation and a solid base. Microsoft, they were never solidified in gaming before they tried that shit. And they one thing about those big corporations, if they see an avenue, they'll fucking run and jump on it. And you gotta be wary of that. And that just led Xbox to be where it is.
Shout out to Blue Jay. Says M is certified Starfield hater. Great show, PR fire. Thank you so much, Blue Jay. I'm glad you always rocking out with the channel.
Yo, Jay, sorry, Puerto, I sent you a private message on Twitter there. Could you please put on the screen for the people? Because I don't like. Just very quick. It's very quick. Just a very short.
Man,
very short, very quick one. Very short, very quick.
Oh, here we go. Oh,
I just don't want to lie.
Okay, he said, I would like to apologize for all my Skyrim slander. Skyrim was good for what it was. Look at that. And I'm going to retweet it. I'm going to repost it now. I hope the wrath of hell follows you for that one. Just played. He says, hey, he's an honest broker. Hold on, let me see. I got some other messages. Oh no, okay. We good. All right. Shit. What's this? What the hell is this?
What's up?
What the hell is this, J-Dub? What are we doing here?
You saw that? People?
And he got the Corkanai jacket. Oh no, not the Corkanai.
Oh man, I see that. I died. That's how I
shit. Oh shit. Oh, he says when she said, Chris says she only dates Puerto Ricans. That's how you gonna dress. Oh shit.
I'm getting down any kind of way. I gotta get down.
Oh shit, my man. Anyway, my friends, my family, my fellow gamers, man, I hope you enjoyed this podcast. Everybody remembers the Corkanai. Anyway, this is your only friend. It is YouTube Streets Puerto77. And yay, you guys are hungry. You want to eat? Yes, I will drop more videos throughout the week. You know what I'm saying? So get ready for those premieres. I like that premiere feeling because it sets the expectation and get people in the chat, and I like the conversation, so you're going to get more of that, right? If that's what y'all want, that's what I'm going to give y'all.
Hold on, PR. You decide to do these things 12 hours ahead of time. I get excited only to find out that I'm premiering at 3:30 a.m. Thank you for the tease.
Hey, I've been mixing it up. So some I do early in the morning. And I noticed some I did late at night here. And a lot of the people that like in the West Coast or like Hawaii, they appreciate it because it's like 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock for them. You know, it's funny because some of them reply like, yo, I appreciate this because these East Coast motherfuckers, they forget about us. Because the East Coast guys are asleep. So they don't produce content late at night at that one. So it's a balance. Some will be in the morning, right? Local time, which will be late for you. But some will be like, you know, the more important. So I'm mixing it up. I'm trying to cater to both, but it's working. Like the balance is working. So I'm trying to get a feel of how things are going. But in the meantime, y'all can hit that like button. Thank you so much for rocking out. I will see you guys next week. And, you know, and stand by for more videos. I think that's it. We good.
Part a poll. Damn. Forgot to pimp
Oh.
out the poll.
Oh, no